on social welfare, steal our money, take our jobs, rape our women. Ice, baby, send them here. Send Ice. God bless you.
This fucking bitch is gonna get what's his one day.
Land of the free. Land of the free. Land of the free.
Fuck you! You're so free! Fuck you!
Land of the free. Land of the free.
Fuck you! You white supremacist trash! Fuck you! Get out of here! Fuck you! Fuck you!
It's okay to be gay. It's okay to be gay, Jake. Jake, it's okay to be gay. It's okay to be gay. I know you're Grindr's crashing right now. Jake Lane, it's okay to be gay. Hey, fucking bad. What y'all gotta do about this?
Try and pull some more shit, then I'm gonna get sloppy and they're gonna catch me.
Oh, there's the dog.
I'm protected by the ADA.
Thank you, Ice.
Welcome, guys. I see people popping in and out. Let me know your thoughts. We're just watching rewind footage from today's events at the Whipple Building in Minneapolis, which I'm a Minnesota native, so you got my take. Love to have conversations. Welcome, welcome. Just looking to have conversations of what you guys think about this stuff. I'm going to turn down my desktop audio before their music gets me in trouble. Welcome, guys. Whatever you guys' take is, I'd like to get some input. Welcome. I see people popping in and out here. If you're joining, I've got it muted right now because they're playing some music, and I don't want to get in trouble for that. But I ask her it. We'll play some audio now.
He's thinking about his kids. He's thinking about how.
Bro, you know better. Girlfriend, you know better. Why are you defending this stuff? Come on, you know better than that.
It won't ruin anything. It won't ruin anything.
Take inside for another group potty break. You guys should go back inside and hold each other's hands.
What? Oh, it's not working. Hey, I see I got a bunch of people in here right now, hanging out. We're just sitting watching some review stuff from earlier today at the Whipple building in Minneapolis. Just kind of taking a peek at what's going on in the world. Welcome, welcome. I see I got a couple people in here. We're just here having conversations.
Anchor babies. Send the anchor babies home. Anchor babies gotta go. Denaturalize and
Your fucking friend looks like an anchor baby, you fucking douchebag.
Why don't you guys get your little friend out of here already?
Go the fuck home! Go the fuck home!
In the background, you can hear Jake Lang talking. He's one of the ones that got arrested during January 6th. He's been around and been into Texas and Dearborn and all that stuff, too. I support ICE, Army, Navy, Marines, Air Force, but not the dude with the whistle. The guy with the whistle's been driving me freaking nuts, Jay Miller. So they're doing that on purpose to just be dicks. So, but absolutely, and today is National Law Enforcement Appreciation Day. So I'm glad you stopped in and said something. So we're going to be here for a little bit, maybe a while, and just have good conversations with people. So I'm glad you could join us. And I don't know why they always do that with the damn whistles. I don't get that. Like, I want to watch what's going on, but they really do screw with it. Like, that's not how you get your point across, is blowing a frickin' whistle at somebody's face. Bothers me. It's rude. I know what's the point. My wife is sitting here with me, too, watching this kind of stuff, so welcome. And this is a place we have conversations. Bringing your semi-horn. Yeah, the one that hooks up to the DeWalt drill, the Milwaukee. The old train horn. That'll overpower them. Hopefully my audio and stuff is doing okay. I know I turned it down a little bit ago because they were getting a little bit loud in my ear too. So hopefully everything sounds okay. I see we got a couple of people lurking. Make sure you drop conversations. Take a vote in the poll. Let me know what you guys' stance is. I don't care. I'm not going to judge. We'll have conversations. I don't bite. Just a normal dude watching the screwed up history that's happening in our country. Stand right by Mr. Whistler. God, those things are freaking loud, man. That would be great. They're down at the Whipple building. So if you're from the area, stop on in, I guess. I can't really suggest that, though. I have a lot of people that I know that are down in the area. I'd stay away. They earlier today, I watched them build a literal fence around that area, and it took like an hour. And I think they're preparing for tomorrow. I think tomorrow there's some big protests that are planned. So I'm going to be watching that and seeing what the hell is going on. So if you like what's happening, subscribe, leave a like. I'm not begging for it, but you can if you like. I do a whole bunch of stuff. I'm very new to this, so. So Jay Miller, I appreciate you having here, bud. Oh, what's going on here? I just lost audio. I wonder if it's the... That's all right. I'm going to check this stream real quick. Subscriber. Awesome. I don't think that it... I had an alert box set up, but I don't think it works for the verticals. I think it only works for the frickin' the big screen. And to tell you the truth, I should be doing this on both, but again, I'm just here having fun, just testing around with some stuff. And you already are a subscriber. Sweet. Well, welcome to my little jamboree, my little roundup. I'm going to figure out why this is not playing audio. I don't know where the audio went. Oh well. I think it's something on their side of things. But we'll watch it with my lovely voice in the background. Oh, my computer did not like that. What's going on here? Oh, there we go. A weird little slowdown there for a second. Did not like that. Something weird is happening. Oh, there it goes. A dog barking in the background. I see my little poll there is 50-50 on 4 votes, 50%. That seems to be kind of the going right now, is either you're with it or against it. I know it's not playing sound for me right now either. You're probably gonna see my YouTube here for a second. I'll flip around and see if I can find a better one. So hold on, let's see what we got going on here. And most of these lives that are happening right now are just repeats of what happened today. Let's see what we got going on here, so we can do a little checkout. We don't need to see Dublin. I like Tarkov, so you're going to see a lot of that. Yeah, let's just flip over to local news quick.
Impartial. But the DOJ says it's simply a matter of jurisdiction.
We'll just take a peek at
Mayor
what the hell's
Jacob
going
Frey
on right now.
Has been facing sharp criticism from Republicans after he told ICE to, quote, get the F out of the city on Wednesday.
Yeah, what do you think of that? Like, Jacob Frey making a comment like that? Like, real stately of you, buddy.
I mean, come on, guys. You know, I dropped an F-bomb.
You definitely dropped an F-bomb.
I dropped an F-bomb. They killed somebody. Which
Oh,
one of
I
those
just
is
think
more
I heard a
inflammatory?
subscriber pop up. Did that actually
I'm going
work?
with
It
killing
worked.
somebody. And if you got
Oi,
nothing to
welcome.
hide
Thank you for
from,
subscribing.
then don't hide from it.
I'm learning.
Include
I
local
can be
experts
taught.
in the process.
So I've been learning how to use Streamlabs and OBS, and it's been a lot of fun actually.
And the truth.
So I'm glad you guys are here.
Some state and local leaders say
So
the
we're
ICE
just,
officer who
I'm
shot
from
and killed
Minnesota, so this is
37-year-old
my
Renee Good should be
local news
arrested and
anyways.
charged.
And fun
Homeland
fact,
Security
I've actually
officials
worked
claim
in the
Good
Fox
was part
9
of an
building,
ICE watch
which
group
is
that
in
trains
Eden
people to
Prairie.
follow and monitor
So,
federal immigration operations.
good times.
They also say she was blocking ICE vehicles with her car.
At the time of this incident, our law enforcement...
I gotta figure out how to hide
outside
my
of the
cursor. I
car,
can see it in the
their
background. It's
vehicle
driving me
trying
nuts.
to get their vehicle out of the snow when she started blocking our law enforcement, harassing them.
And DHS says they're trying to find out who's funding these ICE watch groups. The agency says that these groups exist all over
welcome.
the country,
Just
and
we'll have
they
a
want to know
conversation. You
who's
guys want to talk, whatever
responsible
else.
for
I'm
training
just hanging out with my wife and my dog and watching the news. So,
Well, following this deadly
you know,
shooting, Minneapolis
good old
public school
normal American
students
things.
have the option to learn from home.
Let's learn what else is
For at least
horrible for the
next
day.
month, the Minneapolis Federation of Educators president Marcia Howard says her union brought the idea to the district. Now, typically e-learning is only
Jay Miller, if you're
offered
still
in
here,
the
where are you
event
watching
of
from, dude?
Severe weather, and that remote learning is optional and comes after in-person classes were canceled the last 2 days.
Well, a GoFundMe has been set up for the loved ones of Renee Good, and as they deal with the loss. The original goal was about $50,000. Well, the total raise now is more than $1.5 million.
And you can stay with Fox.
Is the audio working
on the
now?
air on the Fox
See,
local
we got
app and
another
also
person
online on our website,
voted yes on that.
fox9.com.
Like, if you guys are
As
voting on
news
it, tell me your
continues to develop,
standings.
of
Like,
course,
if you're
we'll
voting
keep
no,
you
if you're
updated
voting
and
yes,
find
like, what do you guys
all
think?
of the latest
Like,
information
I like
there.
getting the
All right,
opinion
we
of
do have some
everybody
other news
around, because I
today.
see that
We
I got
have
a few
man from
people working.
Philadelphia that
I
was
don't
soon
bite.
pleading
Come
guilty
on
to
in.
defrauding
Let's
the
have
state
talk.
of Minnesota out of millions of dollars as a part of a fraud tourism scheme.
He is one of 2 men accused
Oh,
of
now they have a
traveling
fraud
to take
tourism
advantage of
scheme.
easy money
I thought there was
available through the
just
state's
alluring
public assistance
centers.
programs. Fox 9 investigator Paul Bloom talked with the man's attorney, who said her client is cooperating with authorities.
Federal prosecutors call them.
I know it's cut off a little bit because I only have so much room on a vertical, so we're just listening to it and kind of watching along. So, see a few people in here. Say hello. Come and talk. I don't bite.
In order to line their own pockets.
Drop likes, comments, whatever you want to do, guys.
Enjoy our lakes.
I'm very new to the whole streaming thing, so I've been playing a lot with OBS and a lot with Streamlabs and just kind of teaching myself how to do this. Kind of touching into some video editing and that kind of stuff.
Federal prosecutors filed wire fraud charges against Anthony Jefferson and Lester Brown back in December. They are now scheduled for plea hearings at the federal courthouse in downtown Minneapolis.
All right, now it's not
month.
even about this anymore. Let's flip through some YouTube again.
Investigators, he is prepared
what am I doing?
My understanding is they lived in Philadelphia and they.
So let's go away from that. I'm really want to see some of these protests going on actually. So who is live right now? I don't know who that is. These guys are, I cannot do the Young Turks. I don't know if any of you guys are watching. If you ever watched these people, not great. I am not a big fan of them. This guy here, he's kind of iffy. I don't know. I don't know you. I don't really want to impede on anybody else's real live stream like that, because that's kind of rude. So I don't really look for the ones that somebody's already commentating on. Let's see here. Let's find a little bit of a longer video. No. All right, we'll go to this guy. We'll see what he has to say.
Right.
I didn't watch his whole thing. It's yeah.
All right, hello everyone. JT Siskowski for Status Coup. I am here.
Status Coup. Why does my computer
Fort
do this?
Snelling in Minnesota. This is just outside of Minneapolis and St. Paul. Behind me here is the Whipple Federal Building. It is from this federal building where ICE and many Border Patrol agents are staging many of their operations. You can see right now there's a convoy of vehicles that are pulling into this federal building.
Welcome, guys. I see there's a bunch of people
and
and
gathered here to protest.
just hanging out, just watching some YouTube and checking out what's going on in Minneapolis and all that good stuff.
Prompts this crowd to get a little bit more agitated, shout a little bit louder.
So sometimes I think that these YouTube press, like when they go in here and do this kind of stuff, sometimes I feel I feel the I don't know the word I'm looking for, the lean, where they're leaning left, they're leaning right. None of these guys really have a in the middle position anymore, and it's kind of irritating in a way. So, but
I mean, looking nearly indistinguishable from
the dog keeps trying to jump up on me.
I want to give you a little bit of lay of the land before we dive into this crowd, before we start doing interviews, before we start to see some of the scenes play out here.
And I don't know if you guys know who Jake Lang is, but he was there earlier today too. So I don't fully agree on anybody's real point of views. I have my own. I don't go for the programming of modern news and all that stuff. It just can be too much. I guess I don't really know how to put it. It gets tiring. I've been kind of watching this stuff on and off, and it's kind of burning me out a little bit too, where it's a little sad dealing with it. So, and when they say a member of our community, it's actually already been proven that that Renee, like, she is actually not from Minnesota. She is from Colorado. I don't know if anybody's seen the body cam footage that came out or the cell phone footage that he took. What do you guys think of that? Like, what do you think about that? If you've seen the videos, what's your take? Was it justified? Was it not justified? Like, I'm very curious on people's opinions.
That murder took place on the south side of Minneapolis. And now we have been out here at these protests outside of the
just moved to Minnesota.
building.
Well, her vehicle still had Colorado plates on it, and there are people that have been talking like that she was following around agents and doing that kind of stuff, and I don't really agree with that. I feel like she put herself in a position that wasn't good. Like, I don't think she deserved to die by any means, but it was, I don't know how to put it. I try to be tactful on how I talk, but it wasn't necessary, but at the same time, she put herself in the situation. Well, at that point, you can't really tase her through a windshield. That's the problem. Like, I don't know. It's if you watch it, all that actually happened within the span of about 2 seconds. And again, awful, shouldn't have happened. but it did. And I caught some video earlier today on one of these streams where, and I took a clip of it and I put it up, but there was a man that was literally calling for people to go to a gun store, get guns, and come back and visit the feds. I do not condone any political violence whatsoever like that.
In the street, just about. There are a few who are with us here on what I suppose would be the grass underneath our feet.
Oh, hey, welcome back, Cap.
Just kind of pan around and
I got it figured out now, too, so when people are actually leaving me comments and that kind of stuff, it won't delete them, and it won't do goofy shit. So you could say whatever you want now. You can use caps and all that stuff. I figured out how to turn that off and make it a little easier for people. Because there was a guy earlier today I was trying to have a conversation with, and it just kept cutting him out.
Necessarily against standing here to protest.
I also put a chat box in now too, so like right about here, so that when you go back and if people rewatch this, they can actually see the chats. Because I realized a buddy of mine went back and he's like, "Oh, I can't see the chats. I just see you talking to yourself like an idiot." So I'd say it's kind of how it feels. I feel like I'm talking to myself. Yeah. So we're learning a little bit. I took, my wife had to work for another hour or so, and I took that time to kind of mess with some settings and figure that out. So,
don't have any direct proof of that, but what I will point out is that.
So I'm glad to have you back. I've seen that you left some comments on my stuff. That's awesome, man. I appreciate that. I'm glad that you like what's going on, and I hope that I am taking this in a good way. So I only have time on my hands right now. Let's put it that way.
Where there is some ice that is formed, but not a
drive my wife nuts.
Like what we see out here, of thick layer of ice across the sidewalks, not just a little sheen of rain.
That's awesome, dude. I really appreciate that. And if you're gonna stick around, you know what? I'm gonna do something here. Hang on. I figured out how to do this. Where is it? Well, welcome to it. I just made you moderator. So if you're gonna stick around, and you've been pretty cool all day, so like you can help me out with that since I turned all the settings off for my chat settings so people can actually have conversations, so you got moderator status. You're welcome. So I appreciate you being here. My wife is also a moderator, so she can say hi as well.
Just outside Chicago, where we
She was working on it
for 2 months, and
I smell somebody lit up a wood stove.
Federal effort to put up these barricades, but the protesters were trying to
There's my wife waving.
These barricades because they feel that, much like in Broadview, Illinois, that these barricades are going to be created to pen
so during that live stream, I went back and I was actually watching some of that stuff. They literally put up freaking razor wire and chain link fence in a matter of like an hour. So what that says to me, they're really expecting some stuff to happen, because I know that a lot of the stuff that I was following, they're talking about planned protests for tomorrow. So it's something I'm probably going to keep an eye on.
That so much of what we are seeing happen on the ground here in Minnesota is so similar to what we have seen happen on the ground in other American cities that have been directly targeted by...
No, ICE isn't messing around. So I actually had a really good conversation. So after I got off, I actually got a phone call, and I've got a friend of mine that I won't say where, won't say his name, but he does work for CPB, so he's Customs Border Patrol, and he's been doing it for a while now. And we had a really good conversation because he's actually out on a deployment right now somewhere in the country, and it's really sad what these guys are dealing with. And I talked to him quite a bit, and I said thank you today, because today is National Law Enforcement Appreciation Day. So, and I know that a lot of people aren't showing that right now, but oh well. So I did tell him thank you, and got kind of some lowdown stuff, and
because of that. But those same tactics are now repeating themselves. In the Chicago area, it was the Broadview, Illinois ICE detention facility that became the site of near continuous protest activity, because that is where ICE was staging, or immigration enforcement agents were staging.
I just don't understand why people feel the need to inject themselves in these situations.
Happening here at the Whipple Federal Building, just outside of Minneapolis in Fort Snelling.
I get it. They want to feel like they're a part of something, but empathy is a dangerous thing. Let's put it that way. We should always have sympathy for our brothers and sisters in the world, because we're all just human at the end of the day. But at the same time, don't put yourself in a dangerous situation.
Maybe a better grip.
It's like these people that are going out there, like, you have the right to protest and stuff, but don't be screwing with these guys.
Bear with us here, folks, because I don't want
They're human beings too. I'm sure not one of them appreciates being called Nazi or anything like that.
Minnesotans here are telling us that they've got cleats actually on the ice spikes on the bottoms of their boots to be able to handle these.
I don't know if I believe that, what he's talking about. I did watch this guy earlier, and I did get bits and pieces of this. I guess one of the theories is they don't think bad things can't happen. Exactly. So, but they're saying that they're right now that he's talking about they flooded out the front yard there. I highly doubt that somebody from the federal government's out there spraying down the front lawn. Stupid. There was probably a layer of ice there already, and it's been melting off and whatever. I don't know. There's some people out there with some dumbass theories these days.
Those federal police that are inside that building have come out and directly told the crowd that this is the line in the sand. That crossing this
and I guess so earlier today when I was watching these, there's a guy that you can spot in the front line that has a dog on a leash, and that dog, they were shooting frickin' pepper balls around him, and that dog's owner, that thing looks so scared. I was like, why would you bring a dog to the front lines there that's going to be exposed to pepper spray and everything else? I think CPB took the dog away and arrested the guy. So I'm not 100% sure, but I know that somebody said they freed the dog. And it pisses me off too.
To come out, be in the cold directly along with the protesters.
I see people popping in and out. Like, you guys just have conversations. We're just here having a good time.
Vehicle coming here. Want to watch this vehicle come in here.
The Battle of Bull Run comes to mind. Yeah.
It's still an active roadway. So
it's right now is they're definitely the feds are circling the wagon. So I know that what's her name, Kristi Noem or whatever, was talking that if she needs to, she'll send 10,000 agents to Minnesota, and I think it's going to happen. I think that they're going to make Minnesota ground zero. If it's not here, it'll be in Portland. I know that 2 more people got shot in Portland yesterday, and I didn't really get the full detail of it. I didn't look too close into it because, again, I'm from Minnesota, so I'm really watching what's happening here. I'm a Minnesota native. I've worked in the Twin Cities. She is, absolutely. I think that she's great. I watched some of her interviews. It's what's his name? The other guy, the Border Patrol commander that's been running around too. It starts with a B. I can't remember his names. I don't remember his name, but he's the Border Patrol commander. Was there yesterday. And, man, that guy deals with some stuff. Like, all he does is try and do a good job. And, God, she worked with somebody I know. Oh, really? No shit. That's cool. Tom Homan. Who is Tom Homan? Why does that name sound familiar? I should know this. Why does that ring familiar? Like, I know he's... damn it. I'm trying to think. Cap, tell me, because I can only remember so much at once. I don't know why that sounds familiar. The leader of immigration. Duh. Why the hell didn't I know that? So I was like, why does that sound so familiar? He's a lot better than Mayorkas, the last guy that was the head of Border Patrol. So my friend that's actually works for them, not one of the Border Patrol agents ever respected that man. Mayorkas was terrible. Like, and I know for a fact that a lot of their briefings, Border Patrol agents would literally turn their backs to this guy because they did not respect what he was doing during the Biden administration. When they were just letting people go and doing some goofy shit, it was not a good time.
Being in Chicago, in Charlotte, in LA, in Minneapolis now costs us a lot. If you value being able to get this on the ground perspective,
and people that are just doom scrolling on by, stop by and say hi. There's normal people having conversations and hanging out. If the background video is too loud, let me know that too. I can also turn it down.
$5 a month. You go to support our operations, go to keep us editorially independent, 1, and 2, well-funded and on the ground here in Minneapolis so that we can continue to tell these stories. We were here long before.
I appreciate that. That's actually pretty funny. We ain't going to touch that one with a 10-foot pole.
We don't just parachute in.
We're going to Jen Psaki that, and we'll circle back.
There's a lot of press that showed up here just today. I will note, just yesterday, today.
I see my little poll has 6 votes, and we're swinging more towards people supporting ICE.
So please, statuscoup.com/join, $5 a month. That's as low as 16 cents a day.
So vote. I'm curious. I'm actually, see, we got another one that just voted. Thank you. So I'm genuinely curious on what people's mindsets are, and stop by and say hello. Like, hey, let's talk about it. If you disagree with me, tell me. Like, we'll talk about it.
Valuable that needs to be shared with more people. Yeah, we're gonna walk up here to the fence line a little bit closer.
I really don't agree with them calling these people Nazis or whatever else. Like, at the end of the day, they're human beings. They are doing their duty. They signed up to do a job that's very difficult.
Like more traditional police, though, with like the combat helmet and riot shield, get up. But others with the full face mask, the full camouflage. We saw them when they were out earlier, directly confronting the crowd for a moment.
So yeah, if you're just swinging by, just drop a thing in the poll, because at the end of this, I really am curious to see what people think.
Yeah, something's going on with
the rule of Roadhouse. Oh, I like that because I know exactly what you're talking about. The whole gun, knife, fist thing. If I got that, you let me know. And we're talking old Roadhouse. Oh, that one? Oh, okay. I thought it's the whole stick a gun in your face and do whatever else. But
describe exactly how they would look, so you got a sense for the scene there, and then all of a sudden, boom, something switched and they took off.
And that's exactly it too. Actually, I talked to my friend about that on what he does. So in Border Patrol, and he's had people come up to him and talk to him about this kind of stuff. And at the end of the day, they're human beings. Like, if you treat them nice, they're fine. You start calling them Nazis and stuff, when they go stoic and locked down, it's because they can't have that opinion. I literally seen a Border Patrol agent hug somebody. What?
Right now, John is working the phones at the same time that he's operating this live to try and get more information about what might be happening out.
I guess my wife is looking at Facebook and made a comment that somebody made a post that ICE is going door to door and knocking on doors. So
to be able to be out in these communities, to bring you multiple.
I get it. You love animals, but some are rabid. No, or like animals, yeah. So guys, welcome. I see a few people that are scrolling by. Stop and say hi. We're literally having a conversation. I am not a professional streamer. I'm just a dude with a camera and an expensive ass computer.
All the while keeping our heads on the swivel to try and remain safe, because obviously
make sure you're liking and dropping in my poll, because I am very curious on what's standing in the country. See, we just got another one. Voted no. That's okay. I want to know why. Why don't you support ICE? Why don't you support law enforcement?
That's why we've got John and I both.
I like those conversations.
We've got goggles to protect our eyes. I've also got a helmet here hanging at my side.
Oh, he does have an interesting.
As much protection to ourselves as we can, while still getting the story for you. We don't shy away just because.
Yeah. So make sure you guys are, if you're liking what you're seeing and what we're having conversations on, let me know. Like, what can I do differently?
John did yesterday here from the Whipple Federal Building.
Because right now I'm just looking at this is from earlier today, obviously. So I'm just watching recaps of what happened for the day.
More movement here in the parking lot, but it looks right now that that's just like semi-truck traffic moving some.
You can only guess why. Absolutely, yeah. It's more of the. I like when people tell me their points of view. Like, I'm a very big talker. I did that for a living for a long time, so I literally talked. So, and I've been in the position these guys are in too. I carried a gun for private security for a long time, and you have to have that kind of. It's a different world. It is a different world when you've got a weapon on your hip. It's, I don't know. I don't really know how to explain it, but I do have a lot of experience.
Direct pushback, and in fact, you're seeing many more now.
It's like when people argue that he fired his weapon so many times, and it's like, you can't keep track of when you do that.
Told by federal agents moving right up
it's just not possible.
And this is the pattern that we've seen play out. They move right up to the fence line, challenge. They do that until the federal agents start to approach. And then they move
so
back.
Yeah, because I see people are lurking, like, leave likes, comments, let me know. Like, I don't do this professionally. I don't make money on YouTube. Whatever else. I'm very curious, and maybe I can break into this, and who knows.
Would you mind if I interviewed you? Status Quo, online independent progressive outlet? Yeah?
What is a progressive outlet?
Michael, nice to meet you. I'm JT.
What does that mean?
My cameraman, John. So, Michael, Why? Can you explain for people who aren't here right now, why is it important to be able to
See, we're getting more votes.
right
Like, if you don't know,
Whipple
tell me
building?
why. Like, I really am
wanna make your
genuinely
voice heard?
curious.
There are only so many places in this city where you can track these folks down. I think it's important for Minneapolis as a city to show who we are. And if we can do that in numbers like places like this, that's why this is important. They're going to keep us back with barricades like those that they're setting up right now because they have no defense other than physical force and cement to explain their actions.
So where are you guys watching
We as a
from?
community need to be here to
Liberal
show them,
cesspool,
point
yeah.
out to these
But here's the
agents
problem:
that they're not
liberals.
helping
Okay,
us.
so
They are
and this
not
is my
keeping
thing.
us safe
I
right
get
now.
this. So Democrats are not the same Democrats as they were back in the day. The Democratic Party truly died with JFK. We have not had very many good Democrats at that point, and that's way before my time. I just have interest in politics.
Why'd you feel like now was the
So,
time to put on the goggles?
but then again, we haven't really had great in the right either. Like I don't know. I don't know the right path. And the only thing that we can do is, have faith.
Should not be allowed to protest.
Trying to find good trouble.
Sorry?
Trying to find some good trouble.
Trying to find some good
Hey,
trouble.
look, it's Scuba
I assume
Steve.
Put some sand in the machine.
Damn you, Scuba
Here,
Steve.
try to get the Trump administration to expend some resources here on this crowd rather than
What the fuck? Okay, so there's I missed this guy earlier, I think. So Scuba Steve is currently doing a interview with this reporter. So that's hilarious.
But I do think that maybe we can get to the minds and the psyches
Damn
of
you,
some of these
Scuba
people that are working
Steve.
for them as individuals, make them look at that video, make them realize they are not making our community safe. They should know in their hearts government is here to keep
I always
us
hated
safe,
wearing those,
and
even
that's not what
swimming.
they're doing.
I don't understand how this guy's going around with his nose all blocked up.
From all of us
That's
here.
mouth. I was literally just thinking of the term mouth breather. I don't want to be mean, but I was just thinking of that. And good point. That's one of those. It's one of those. It is Stranger Things, but it's one of those shy guys from Super Mario 2. That's hilarious.
Occurred are some of the worst places in this country to display that kind of violence, and I know that we are going to fight back against it.
When you saw the video of Renee Good being murdered by the Trump administration, what were the first emotions that you felt?
See now, and see, so this is, he just made a mistake in my opinion. When it comes to journalism, when he said the murder, like that whole thing, I don't think you should have that approach. Because at this point, I don't think it was murder.
I tried to wait. I knew there'd be videos. It's 2026.
Horace Grant's little forgotten
I
son,
found the
yes.
videos. It was clear to me what happened. I don't understand why there's any ambiguity there. Some of our leaders are saying they don't know, and it's too bad that that's the process that we have, that they need to couch their language like that. The New York Times has done analysis of the videos from multiple angles. They are sure that vehicle.
No, I agree with you. Don't get me wrong, Cap. I agree with you 100%. These guys are, some of them are nuts. Like, you can be left and smart, but most of these people are very, very much not smart.
Your feelings changed?
Oh, my dog is squeaking in the background. He's trying to figure out which toy to play with.
What has happened, or what your response needs to be?
No, there is no integrity on his part, absolutely. So I 100% agree. I'm not going to drop clout because look who I am. I'm just some guy with a camera, but I don't know. It's you can disagree with people, and that's the great thing about it, I guess.
If I'm not out here, I'm part of the problem. I had to reflect, and the answer was I can't just like let them keep doing what they're doing. So yeah, it did. Time has let me settle with it, but the answer is very clear to me that we can't give up.
Where does this end? Just yesterday, a border
Tell me more, Scuba Steve. Tell me more.
Portland. Where do you see this going in the short term? How do you see us pulling out of this spiral if we even can?
Yeah, I agree. It's a very volatile situation right now. I think if there are any major missteps on either side of these lines, we could find ourselves in a very dangerous place. And, yeah, sorry, I don't remember the rest of the question.
No, I think you kind of answered it there.
When the pay is right. Actually, I did see a clip of a lady earlier today saying that she was getting paid for being there. I don't think she was supposed to say that, but I do. It makes me wonder if there are paid actors in the crowd being paid to go say this stuff.
Federal law enforcement now making their way across the parking lot. This is how it goes. The protesters will cross that line of the middle of the road, stand out here, hearing some loud bangs.
Well, they cross the line and they wonder why they're getting pepperballed. Like, they literally said, stay behind the line. You can protest all you want, but...
It sounded like they were firing some pepper balls, maybe just at the ground there for a moment.
Well, they're not going to shoot people directly with it. They don't have to.
You see the federal law enforcement there just moving out.
Sorry what? What do you got to be sorry for?
Coming out here under the grass. You see them here clearing off the grass, and the protesters moving back now. Moving back.
I don't know if you guys can hear my corgi squeaking and barking in the background, but Bo wants attention.
They're shooting pepper balls just shy of the crowd right now.
Man, I don't know if anybody here, has anybody here ever been sprayed with mace? Show of hands. Have you ever had CS gas or mace? Any of that stuff? Anybody ever been exposed to it? I'm talking like direct spray. So if you dig far enough down in my YouTube, you will find a video of me being sprayed in the face with mace and saying, "Please, sir, I'd like some more."
You fucking coward! You couldn't join the Marines! Why don't you join the Marines? You fucking pussy little bitch!
That sucked. It absolutely sucked.
Look at you! What are you doing?
I love that movie. You've never been exposed to mace. Anybody in this watching right now, have anybody ever been sprayed with mace? It is god awful. And I'm not talking like the little cans that, you know, some people's wives or whatever carry in their purses. I'm talking actual like law enforcement mace. Terrible. Don't suggest it.
And the pepper ball sent up a puff of pepper into the air.
But I don't know what pepper ball is like. I've never been around pepper ball.
Tentatively secured the where mine is. I'm just holding mine up over my face right now. John's resecuring his
So the funny thing is, and I'll tell that story. So after I got sprayed with mace for the first time, and this is when I did a non-lethal training class at one point. So I went home, and you could literally see the visible burn lines in my face where this stuff hit me. And I thought it was a good idea to proceed to go in. I was young at this point, so I think I was, 18 years old or whatever, and I lived with my grandparents, and I walked into their house, and my grandma looked at me, and she's like, "What in the hell happened to you?" And I told her about my training class, and I walked into into the bathroom and thought it was a good idea to wash my face. Terrible idea. So water reactivates mace, just fun fact. So... oh yeah, water will reactivate mace. And it burned like a son of a bitch. And you had a dumb friend who sprayed bear mace in a federal building because he thought it was cleaner. So in the last job I had, they stopped doing macing inside the training classrooms because somebody got it in the ventilation system and somebody was walking around touching door handles after being exposed to it. So throughout the day, people would touch the door handles, do whatever else, and you'll see me go like this once in a while, like touch my face. Everybody does it. And everybody was wondering why in the hell their faces and their eyes were just burning. It's because somebody walked around and was touching door handles with this stuff.
Shame on you, you fucking Nazi scum!
See, it's this guy right here, the rough voice guy. When he's calling people Nazi scum and all that stuff, you're not getting your point across when you're talking to people like this.
Because of you! Look at this fucking pudgy little bitch with an M4 for an
He worked there for his senior issues. Yeah.
Fuck you, you Nazi! Fuck you,
gotcha.
shitbags. You are all shitbags! Fuck you, you bag of dicks! You are some
You bag of
fucking
dicks.
assholes. Fuck you, Nazis! Go back to your fucking homes! Go back to your loved ones and stop raping the people!
I don't know of any federal law enforcement running around raping people. That's a crime. That sounds like something an illegal immigrant would do. Oops. Am I supposed to say that? Yep. See why? Okay, so these guys, law enforcement, they don't make as much as they should, but they do make a good amount in federal law enforcement. Why would you listen to them and quit your job? Quit your job. Nah. And it's the people that run around with the sirens and stuff. It drives me nuts. I wonder if I'm gonna see if I can zoom forward on this video and see if I can get where Lang shows up, or we'll take a peek at what he's got going on here. Oh, this guy was a fun interview. Let's go over here.
All right.
I did see parts of this
telling
today.
You about earlier that walkway that's completely covered in ice behind us, despite other walkways here not being covered in that same thick layer of ice, makes the protesters think that it's the federal government that came out here and directly iced those sidewalks as a way to try and dissuade.
Oh, ice dropping ice.
Or perhaps kettle them more into the street.
Wouldn't that be
so,
neat?
Mike, when I want to just sort of draw a distinction here, because I think for people who aren't out at scenes like this, they don't understand the effects of of pepper balls and stuff. Did you feel the same sting in the air that
Ooh,
for instance,
that smell.
Like, there are some people who are standing on one side of the yellow line. You were standing behind it, ostensibly following the rules that they set up for the protesters today, though you acknowledge that those are changing rules day to day.
Yep.
But did you feel the same puff of air, the sting in the throat?
Yeah, that was actually the first time I've ever
The
had
old
that happen,
sting in the
and
throat.
Yeah, it was unpleasant.
Yeah, so you're somebody who's following the rules, quote unquote, and you still.
Oh, the conspiracy theory. Are you talking about the spraying down the grass with ice? Yeah, that's just ridiculous.
An arbitrary, though painted line on the ground. Mike, can you just describe some of those sensations of what it's like to be pepperballed for someone who hasn't been out at a protest like this?
Well, it's if you ever had really, really spicy food, it's just a very aggravating sensation all throughout your nose, lungs, and mouth.
I don't know. That's one thing. I wouldn't compare mace to spicy food at all. Mace is just the best way to describe it is it doesn't hurt at first.
So can you just,
it gets into your sinuses and into your lungs, and then it just burns and just snot, and it's a pretty nasty picture.
State indictment because I do not.
Looks like he could use a
pick-me-up.
Actually,
have a clean and fair investigation.
You know, I will give these guys credit that are out there, interviewing people and whatever else. You got to give them a little bit of credit. Just a little bit.
So on that note, what's your feelings about hearing that the FBI is not allowing local officials to conduct their own investigation, that it will be the federal government?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. It would make you question your story. Yep. No, I agree with you.
Of Renee Good was justified.
Yeah, that always works, obviously. That's one of the reasons I'm here.
Yeah.
It's bullshit.
Had you been someone who would go out to protest movements in the past? Is there something unique about now? Walk me through a little bit of your personal history and why you felt compelled to be out here.
So I was living in South Minneapolis when George Floyd was killed.
So when they bring up the whole George Floyd thing, and has anybody here seen? Oh shit! Closed it. Has anybody here seen The Fall of Minneapolis? Anybody watch that?
And watching those videos, I don't think any reasonable person could think that that was justified amount of force. Like, for even if she was blocking the road.
Anybody here actually seen The Fall of Minneapolis?
It didn't look like he got hit. Even if he did get nudged, the 2 shots that he fired when he was directly on the side seemed malicious. That was not. That's just something that I can't.
So when he talks about the side shots looking like they're malicious, this again, that shooting happened in the span of under 2 seconds. How can you have a malicious gunfire in under 2 seconds when you're trying to defend yourself?
A terrorist, even though in the video you can see her trying to wave the ICE agents past her vehicle, and then they come up to her.
Yeah, The Fall of Minneapolis is really good.
I think most people have seen the video.
And so some of this training, so when they do use of force, and when they talk about that, we're, just going to touch lightly, but when they were talking about the knee on the neck thing, it was actually in the upper portion of his back. I've actually done that training with MPD. For a fun fact, I've actually done those same trainings.
The day before here in Minneapolis, down in Chicago on 2 different occasions. People being shot by these federal agents. I'm not even going to ask you if you think that it's making your community safer. I think that, yeah, you would just end up laughing at me if I asked you that question at this point. But looking forward into the future, do you see any way of kind of pulling the nose up on this plane, so to speak, on trying to pull us out as a country from this very dark spiral that we seem to be in
usually
right
when
now?
people aim at you,
That's
it's
something
malicious
that I've been thinking
intent.
a lot
Yeah.
about because, you know, accountability is an issue, but the pendulum is going to swing. So if we
I don't know.
are
Have you guys
aggressive,
seen the
as
where they're calling
opponents,
for him to be tried via state and whatever else? I don't think that's possible. I don't think the state can actually bring up charges on a federal officer. I think that actually falls under federal jurisdiction. It's the same thing as when they're talking about the investigation and all that stuff.
Do you see,
when it comes to that,
like the opposition party in this country right now is doing
I can see why the FBI was the only ones doing the investigation, because it is a federal matter. It was a federal officer that it happened to.
I don't know anybody that I talk to that is happy with the Democrats.
Let's actually, I'm gonna
really
pull this up.
think
I'm gonna
that-
stop this for a second. Let's see here. So let's see if I can find the actual.
The new
There it is.
video of the shooting of Renee Good from the ICE officer's perspective. Take a look.
Well, it's interesting, Connell, that the ICE officers don't have body cameras, but that this.
So yeah, actually, federally, CPB and ICE do not have body cams.
Which almost makes you wonder.
I think they're starting to
did he
roll them
wanna
out though.
document what was about to happen? Did he have a feeling that things were about to escalate? The assumption with
Excuse
so
me.
many of these protesters is that the ICE agents don't want body cams. It just stands out to me that he felt the need to record this moment on his own with his phone. Did he sense that something was about to escalate?
So like in my mind, seeing that video being released, I truly believe that it was a justifiable shooting. Again, should it have happened? No, but it's, I don't know.
We are getting new video in. This is the perspective of the ICE agent that was involved in the shooting. I want you to take a look here at the video, and then we'll talk about it after here on Live Now from Fox.
Ooh, this might actually be
An ICE
interesting.
agent shoots and kills a woman in Minneapolis, and the Trump administration says they are defensive shots. We've got our initial thoughts on this case. Stay tuned. This is attorneys Andy Marcantel and Mark J. Victor. We're the
what's
partners of
going
the
on here?
Attorneys for Freedom Law Firm, here today to talk about the case everybody's talking about. How's it going, Mark?
Yeah, this is an ugly one. You hope stuff like this doesn't happen, but it does. It comes up, and you got to deal with it. And you know, we've seen the same video everyone else has seen. We haven't seen detailed reports. These are just sort of initial impressions, just from having watched it a few times. What are your thoughts, Andy?
Yeah, and you know, we are a law firm that does nothing but self-defense cases. So when these high-profile cases come out and one party or the other is claiming self-defense, our followers naturally start asking us to comment on it. So this is kind of what I think the kids are calling a hot take today. That is, we have the
A hot
limited amount of
take.
information that has come out, and we have some initial thoughts. So let's start first with kind of the situation that this transpires under. We have ICE running operations there, and there's some protesters out there. There's some videos of them saying, go back to Texas, ICE agents. I guess they're from Texas, or all ICE agents are from Texas. But there's a lot of people walking around the vehicles and talking and everything like that. And the woman is driving an SUV. The woman who's ultimately shot, driving an SUV. The ICE agents are conducting operations
Jessica
and
Doherty
are at least
Whitaker.
alleging that she was blocking their operations.
I guess I don't know that
She was
name. Honestly,
obstructing
Cap,
their
I don't know.
operations in some way, so they approach her vehicle in order
What?
to get her to exit the vehicle so they
don't
can
know.
confront her about it. They thought that it was an intentional
What are the
obstruction,
options?
which of course would be a crime.
Yeah, I think it's probably
No.
fair to assert that she was detained at the time, right? Somebody said, get out of the
No.
car. I think you can take from that you're not free to leave. You're ordered to get out of the car. We don't talk a lot about traffic stops, but if you are subject to a traffic stop, that's right. The officers generally have a
that might
right
be
to
good.
tell you, get out of the car, and you have to get out of the car. That
Yeah.
goes for most passengers, people in the back seat as well, in most places. So she had a legal obligation to get out of the car. She didn't get out of the car. You can see the ICE
And that
agents
is
on
true.
hold
She
the
was
car.
given a
Does
lawful
that give
order
the
to get
ICE
out of the
agent a
vehicle.
reason to shoot her by itself? Absolutely not.
No, but it is relevant.
Again, I know I touched on this earlier, but when people say that ICE and Border Patrol do not have the right to, she was deleted in Indiana for
law-abiding citizen who's making
I'll have to
every
look that
effort
one
to
up because I don't know that one.
commands, or is he
But
dealing
what I
with
was
somebody
now I
who's
lost train of thought of what the hell I was just going to say.
flagrantly violating
Oh,
a lawful
so
command given
and
by
that was
the
another
ICE
question I
agent.
had for
That's what
my
the
friend
defense
that
attorney
that
is
is in federal law enforcement, and we talked about that today. As you know, we were talking about having the right to pull you over and tell you to get out of the vehicle. Yes, they absolutely have the right to tell you to get out of the vehicle. If somebody tells you that Customs and Border Patrol and ICE have no right to tell you to get out of the vehicle or pull you over, they are extremely wrong. They, at the end of the day, are federal cops. They are police. They can enforce laws.
And from what I can see, it's a big point to the people who
just
think
because
that
their
this
mission
not a
is
justified
immigration
to note
doesn't mean
the
that they
front
can't
tires
do
are clearly
something.
turned. It doesn't look like the driver of the vehicle is intentionally trying to run the officer over.
It is a lawful order,
That's not
correct?
the question. The question is what
And for
did the
people that are
officer
scrolling in and out, we're just
reasonably
watching a breakdown from a
officer
legal
says, I
perspective
looked
on a
and I saw the
defensive
front
shooting.
tires were turned and it was clear to me she wasn't trying to run me over. Okay, wrong
Absolutely.
answer. That's a guilty.
The people that are
He's
saying,
likely
"Oh,
gonna
you
say,
don't
"I
know
wasn't
who they
looking at the
are," that's
tires. I was looking
bullshit.
at the woman who I thought was
Who's
gonna
going to
run
walk
me over.
around
So
as a
he's
big group
got
like that
a
and claim to
reasonable
be
mistake
something
of
that they're
fact.
not?
And as we know, because we've talked
Doesn't
about
make
this
sense.
a lot, reasonable mistake of fact is perfectly fine.
Full defense.
Full defense if that itself would justify the act of self-defense.
Yeah, so let me go over a few guiding principles here. Just quickly knock a few.
And a
things
side
out.
note,
Number
people that have
one,
been popping in and out, there have been a few people that have left votes on my poll, and currently right now we're at 67% are support of ICE, 33% no out of 12 votes. So that says something, I guess.
How you're allowed to respond. Number two, he has to justify each one of the shots in this case. Now, there are 3 shots that are fired. And once again, in our hot take video today, we're not sure if the analysis, the forensics has been done at this point to determine which one of those 3 bullets actually caused the death in this case. That's going to end up being relevant.
That could be really important.
As nitpicky as that sounds, that's going to end up being relevant.
So that would be a hard one to determine, honestly. I'm not an expert. I don't know how that really works. But like how, like the first shot that you see, you literally see the windshield, and you see glass explode out of the window of the vehicle. How could they time it up to the death shot? Like, maybe the angle of entry, I don't know.
That she was attempting to run him down. His best argument here is, I thought she was trying to run me down, therefore I pulled my firearm. I was at an imminent risk of death or serious physical injury. That's why I discharged that round. He may have a very good argument, at least as to the first shot.
First shot looks very defensible to me. He is, you can see in the angles that are publicly available that he is standing not full-blown center in front of the hood of the vehicle, but definitely in front of the hood of the vehicle.
It's pretty crazy in the camera footage that he took with his cell phone, which was extremely intelligent. So the fact that he felt the need to pull his cell phone out to record what was going on was a plus on him. Yeah, I gotta give him nods on that. Like, he didn't have a body cam, so he's like, I should record this on my phone.
The size of this vehicle and how it pulls out of there.
Mental
so
gymnastics,
I think he has
yeah,
a reasonable
absolutely.
belief at that point that she's trying to run me over.
Yeah, he's going to.
So it's all speculation, just like anything else being done.
She didn't like me. And so he's going to be, I think, pretty
So,
good
and guys,
on
I see
that
people
first shot.
popping in and out.
The
If you
other
like what we're
shots that
doing,
concern me
subscribe,
quite a bit. Now,
like,
he's not a police
tell me what you
officer,
think.
right?
If you
To
don't like
me,
it, tell
the
me.
second, at
Vote in my
least
little
the
poll
third,
here
looked
because
like
I'm
there
just
were
keeping
3
track. I'm
shots. Maybe
curious
the
on
evidence will come down a
what
little
people's
differently.
thoughts are.
But
Just
at
normal
least
people.
one of those, the
People
last
scrolling
one,
on by.
looked
I
to
want to
me
know what you
like
think.
he was not in danger of being
Because I'm paying
hit by
attention.
that
We're having
vehicle.
full-blown
In fact, it
conversations.
looks like he's completely perpendicular to the vehicle at that point, kind of pointing into the vehicle, totally out of the way of its path, but still firing into the glass.
Yeah, you're going to have a hard time, I think, making an argument, at least as to that final shot. Is that the lethal shot? I don't know. Maybe it is, maybe it isn't. Maybe the evidence will clear that up. Maybe it won't. But that shot right
But
there,
yeah,
I
if you
think
want to
you're
have a
gonna
conversation
really
with me,
hard
I see you
time
guys
saying
flopping
at
in and
the
out.
time that officer fired that last shot, at that moment, not because of what happened earlier, at that moment, he
Cat,
was in an
maybe are you
imminent
scaring people
fear of
away?
death or
I'm just
serious
kidding. I'm just
physical
screwing with
injury.
you.
But If I'm the defense attorney on that case, I'm bringing a completely different argument.
Yeah, there are different principles that allow an officer to actually use deadly physical force even when their own life isn't in danger. And there is a principle called the dangerous fleeing felony rule, which basically means that if the officer had a reasonable belief that this was a dangerous fleeing felon at the time, they're allowed to use deadly physical force. Now, what makes somebody a dangerous fleeing felon? This is the type of things that lawyers argue about. But if I was the defense attorney for the ICE agent, if he was ultimately charged with murder for this, I would be arguing that the fact that there were all these protesters walking around and there were lots of people, civilians, that were in close proximity to the car. What do we know about this woman? We know
It is kind of dangerous what happened there. Like,
we know she just tore out of there.
No,
and
you're
she
not.
Might be heading
I was just
towards
screwing with you,
somebody that
Cap.
the officer saw, or just generally around the protesters. That might be the argument.
Yeah, if you can make the argument that that first shot was justified, right? The first shot is justified. Okay, now
Earlier we had a bunch of people
her,
popping in and out, but I guess it's all depending on the
aggravated
time of the day
assault
too and
against
what's
an
going
officer,
on.
Maybe attempted murder on an officer, and now she's trying to flee. So you got the argument that now those other shots that look completely unjustified as a self-defense might be justified as
So
intending to stop a
how do
dangerous
you
fleeing felon,
how do you
because
make
sort of bootstrap
justification
this
on like I
argument
said
with
in the
first
span
shot.
of
So
literally
that's probably the best argument here.
2
But if you're going
seconds?
to try to make that final shot a justified shot based on self-defense, I think you got a really tough argument.
Yeah. I think this is going to be a tough claim that she's a dangerous fleeing felon at that point. I've seen a lot of different angles of this particular incident, and it's not clear to me that there are people in her direct path or direct proximity. This is going to be a very factually intense question that the lawyers are going to certainly argue over. There are theories on both sides. One thing is for sure, Mark, I completely disagree with the Trump administration's characterization of this. Kristi Noem came out and said, oh, yes, he was defending himself because she was intending to kill him. She tried to kill him with the vehicle. And President Trump posted on
I mean,
social
to be
media
fair,
that she
it is
ran
a
him over and
4,000-pound
it's that in the video and all.
SUV.
No, it looks to me
You
like
get clipped
she was
by
trying to
it,
get away
it can kill you.
illegally, to be clear. She was very illegally disobeying lawful orders from federal agents, but it looked like she was trying to get away.
Yeah.
And it looked like, at least with shot number one, the agent had a good faith belief that she was trying to be violent.
Yeah, I think that's key. I think the officer's good faith, reasonable belief that he thought, notwithstanding the fact that she might actually have been trying to get away, he thought she was
you're
trying to
clicking
run him over.
buttons.
I can buy that.
Yeah.
It's the shots after that that give me a little bit of heartburn if I'm defending this case. Maybe a lot of heartburn if I'm defending this case.
Those are going to be the tough ones to defend. And right now, if he's already retained defense counsel, which I assume that he's been given a defense counsel by ICE or that he's retained a defense counsel, that defense counsel is
So I know for a
right
fact
now
that a lot of
it
these
was the
guys that
first
work in these
bullet that the
positions
forensics
actually carry
suggests
their
that it's the
own
first
liability
bullet that
insurance
took
as
her
well.
life, because that is most clearly the one that is justified.
Yeah, this is going to be an interesting case.
So on
moving
top of
forward. Let's
protections
see
of
if
their
there are any
positions, they do
charges
have
here.
liability
And picking a
insurance.
jury's going to be fun on this one. Are you Republican or are you Democrat?
that's pretty much where it
How do you
splits.
feel about ICE? So that's going to be a fun jury selection process.
I am so glad that we are immune to that dichotomy, because you and I like to call
So
it like we see it.
and
We
Cap
don't
is,
much
I
care
think at
for
that
the
point is driving
blind
into the
allegiance
back
to
of that
the arts and
SUV.
these
It
when
was already
comes to
lights
legal
out at that
analysis.
point.
You gotta call
So
balls and
it
strikes.
it was
how it looks
yeah
to
there
us
was there was
right now
nobody
based
driving the
on
car at that
our
point.
initial viewing of the videos that we saw, like everybody else saw. Let's wait and see how the evidence comes
It
in.
was
Maybe
lights
our
out.
opinions will change based on new evidence, so stay tuned.
Yeah, if there's good stuff that follows up, then we will definitely do a follow-up video.
Hmm.
So what do you guys think? Did we get it right? Did we get it wrong? Do you favor one side?
And we have been
All right, let's see if there's any live stuff going on here. All right, do we have anybody live for tonight? What is this? Yeah, we'll go with the multi-screen stream here, and we'll see what's going on across the country. So it looks like we got Portland, we got Milwaukee, we got Minneapolis, we've got whatever the hell that weird clown guy is wearing the payday mask. Oh, they're saying revolutionary. Yeah, Cap, she was gone at that point. So another thing that drives me nuts about this whole thing is the amount of people that are comparing her to Charlie Kirk. That was 2 separate incidences. 2 different things. Yep. Yep. I know it's going to be kind of small on a phone, but it is what it is. We'll work with it. I'm actually reading live chat of the video that I'm watching right now too, and a lot of these people are kind of disgusting, to be honest. They really disturb me. Oh yeah, no, like there are people out there that are saying like that we're comparing this to Charlie Kirk. Charlie Kirk was a whole different situation. That was a political assassination is what that was. So what does that sound? So he died for his beliefs or whatever else, and I guess she got it in too, but way different things. I will say that's a lot of people out there, though. Oh, I just lost. Oh, they're switching audios. Okay. So let's see here.
People are building up. People are getting here. It's getting bigger by the minute.
Great. He just said it's getting bigger. It's only 7:30 at night, so we're at 7:30 local time. So, oh, I just seen a flash in the background. I was like, wait, what the hell is that? On a Friday night, I don't know. We'll see what happens. I'm really hoping that it stays chill. The BLM riots, yeah. BLM was... So during that time, so when the BLM riots happened, I was a manager for a major security company in the Twin Cities.
Yeah, exactly. Alex,
we were officed out of Roseville, Minnesota, and it was me and one other person were the bravest people in that office that would go out, and we actually checked in on our officers that were in positions. Like, and I will say this: there's a building in Minneapolis that's over by Chicago and Lake. And one of the braver people that I met, the protesters actually broke out the damn window, and he stood vigil over this window all night long with an expendable asp baton and mace in one hand. And he did not let them enter the building.
People are still showing up tonight. Make sure you guys hit the follow button. Thank you for the follow.
So do we think we're going to see this go hot again? Yeah, they're using whistles and they're banging on stuff and, you know, making me go deaf in my left ear a little faster. Yeah. I just read a comment over here and it was a good one. She died for clicks. I don't know. tell people. Yeah, no, I got you. That is a lot of people, though. People don't think I'm a liberal. We all know liberals, man. Like it's they're out there. Again, the majority of them are in the the old mindset of what a Democrat is. And like I said earlier, the old style of Democrat died with JFK. So it literally that mind of thinking died back in the 60s. But the party lines have switched several times throughout history. I mean, if you look back in history, which, and it was very early in the time, Abraham Lincoln basically would be considered a Republican. So I'm going to end this poll. I'm going to start a new one. So that's the thing is, yes, these will very much get more complex as things go on. So especially with, like I said, that guy that was out there earlier today saying that they all need to go to gun stores and get guns. Like, it's a dangerous precedent. I've been watching a lot of these, and like the people that are swinging on camera, I have a lot of training. I'm looking at people carrying backpacks and stuff like that. So, and again, so somebody voted yes for National Guard being activated against ICE. Why do you believe that? If you're scrolling on by, I'm just curious. I do want to know. Yeah, absolutely. I'm not gonna harp on people. I just want to know the thought process. Oh, the backpacks? Yeah, absolutely. Keep an eye on backpacks. Yeah, the 1900s railroad. Yeah. And in my personal opinion on the poll that I just put up, I believe that activating the National Guard against ICE is a dangerous precedent. So you are having a governor challenge the president of the United States with armed forces, which is a very scary thought, actually. But see some communist flags. Yeah, it's, dude, there's all sorts of them out there. How many American flags do you see flying? And thank you, guys, who's voting on this poll. Like, I'm just looking at numbers. I'm just curious on what the political landscape is right now. And a lot of times it's not good. Not a zero zilch, yep. And that is a good question. Why are they flying communist flags? Is it because they don't know any better? And absolutely, the National Guard at this point, so I haven't seen anything bad happening. People do have the right to protest. I haven't seen anybody breaking shit or burning things yet, so I don't know. I really don't know. And if you guys are liking what you're seeing, I haven't said it in a while. I'm not trying to spam it. Make sure you guys are hitting like. Vote in my little poll there because I do want to see what people are thinking. Portland Scuba Steve. Scuba Steve. There is Portland Scuba Steve. No, that's Minneapolis. We got more than one Scuba Steve running around Minneapolis. No, it's Minneapolis. I know it's kind of small, but I just popped in. I just looked at it. No, that's Minneapolis. So we got multiple Scuba Steves running around. Scuba Steve, damn you! I'm curious what's with the little ladies in red there with the red habits on. Like, that's, I don't know. I look at religious things all the time, and that screams to me. That looks pretty demonic if you ask me. What the hell is the hands made to? What's that about? Oh, I seen Cap just said that too. What is that? Like, what's it about? Demons? Well, cult and demons kind of go hand in hand. Yeah. Series on Netflix where the government goes full 1984. I actually love that book, by the way. So I've read that a couple of times, and it is kind of scary, the similarities that you're seeing in that. You didn't waste your time? Yeah. So it looks like we're at 50-50. So people are saying 50% yes, National Guard against ICE, 50% are saying no. So that's kind of a scary thought. Yeah, I kind of figured what you said, Cap. Yep, 1984. I think they used to require 1984 to be read in school, if I remember correctly, but were they? No. 1984 was a good book. It was a damn good book. The audiobook is really good, too. You blame Scuba Steve for that? Yeah, Scuba Steve is out there. He's prepping for getting sprayed with mace, mouth breathing. So people that have voted in that and saying yes against ICE, I'm curious, like, what is your thought process? And again, you haven't heard me slam anybody here or anything either. Like, I'm just getting opinions. I'm a native Minnesotan. Neckbeard. Hey, I got a lazy neckbeard going on. Normally I'll let her go. During the wintertime I'll have a big old bushy beard. Oh, that's nice. Thanks, Cap. I appreciate that. I'm scaring people away with the old neck beard. The old left-hand pinky pimp ring. I got the whole 9 yards. My wife laughed. Oh, by the way, she pointed at it. She's just like, you see what he said? That's actually pretty funny. I appreciated that. So now we're at 5 votes on the poll. So 60% out of 5 people think we should deploy National Guard against federal officers. What's the thought process here? I am open to debate. I'm actually just very curious on the thought process. It's a scary precedent. Oh, you misvoted on that? So, and I guess maybe it is kind of confusing on how I put it, but what Walz wants to do is activate the National Guard to basically counter ICE in the state of Minnesota. Sorry if that was confusing. By the way, Cap, I'm, how do I see that? Like this. I got a fun thing here. Let's see where we're at. I want to make sure I'm not blasting all my YouTube stuff for the world here quick. We are at 2,915 subscribers right now. That's pretty awesome. Considering I am not a YouTube partner and I don't make any money on this, that is pretty cool. So 2,915 people have felt the need to hit subscribe because they liked what I had to say, which is pretty awesome. So I do thank people for that too. Yeah, no, it would be awesome. Like, a YouTube partnership would be really cool. I don't know what I would do with it. Like, you get super chats and you can make money with that. I don't really understand on how that all works with YouTube, though. What's up? Hi. He's fine. Yeah, we'll end this poll. I should start one. Let's see. What should we do for a polling question? So do something simple. No. How many Scuba Steves are in Minneapolis? Yeah, no, it's going to be a simple one. It might kind of sound kind of weird, but I'm just curious, like, if this is something people would be interested and willing to talk about. If not, you're not going to hurt my feelings. I'm pretty tough. I ain't a snowflake. Oh, yeah, no, all I see is clowns. I love it. Thank you for stopping in and saying hello. So yeah, I already got people voting yes. Like, cool. So a lot of times when I fly through these YouTube shorts and I'm cycling through, a lot of times I see their polls, and it's kind of funny because it's like option of Cash App this or Cash App that. There's no way to really say no. And it's like, it's kind of sad when you really think about it, is the platform is being used for panhandling almost, not for the content themselves. You'll have people that'll record themselves just sitting there. Like, no video, no conversation, and they just ask for it. Yeah, you hit the zero, yeah. Hey, at least they have rhythm. For you guys that are kind of loitering, stop in and say hello. Like, we're paying attention. We're having a conversation. We're just hanging out. Welcome, silent ones. But then again, I might be scaring people away. I had a lot more viewers when I wasn't here. Maybe I am scary. Am I intimidating? Maybe that should be a poll. Thanks, Cap. I appreciate that, dude. Yeah, that's what it is. I'm just calling Cap. Cap's fine. That'll happen. People dropping the love. I see that. Sweet. Dropping the likes if you're having fun. Like, hey, drop a like if you're having fun. I have a feeling that this is going to actually heat up as the night goes on, and like tomorrow too, especially because they're not all unemployed like people joke. A lot of these people do have jobs, but it's going to be a lot hotter when there's more and more people. When you get people in a large group like this, it very much becomes animalistic, and it's scary as hell. All it takes is a few agitators to do some dangerous things. Oh, and that's something. That's a good point. Who nobody brings that up. Like the people that are homeless, that have no option, that are just in the middle of this, that are like, what the hell is wrong with you people? Well, not only that is like if you're in a residential area, like because where this happened on Portland, where they have all these people, what about the people that have houses there? Yeah, war whoops, yeah. I'm actually going to get rid of the support ice thing right now because that's not really anything about it. So we'll get rid of that. Maybe we'll seem a little less scary when we do that. I got to draw them in. There's several homeless camps among the protests. Yeah, that's something you really don't even think about. So again, when they say they advocate for people, like I guarantee there are people amongst these crowds that are having bad intentions, or the ones that truly don't care. Like they're doing it for the clout, they're doing it for the clicks, they're doing it for the video. Like there are probably actors in these crowds that are there for a bad reason. I see we have a bunch of people that are popping in and out. Hello, everybody. So I have a fun story about this. So before I worked at a mechanic shop, and we actually had a guy that came in with his wife, and his father-in-law was a normal customer that would come into the shop. He literally would come in without the son-in-law and be like, "Oh, that guy's fucking worthless." 5 kids and rather be an activist. I don't know, man. It's people do it for the clout, I think. And again, I see people are voting. Thank you. We're 50-50. I don't care if you're here to support me or not. I'm just having conversations. You can like me, you don't like me. I don't give 2 shits. Welcome to it. Scuba Steve. Not Scuba Steve. Do you think I can hit 3,000 subscribers? Yes, a couple years back, they said abolish the police. I was here for that when the Minneapolis City Council was trying to abolish them and do whatever else. And it's just ridiculous. They can't make up their frickin' minds here. I am a native Minnesotan, so. I think the banging of the drums is making me a little Tim Walsey. Oh, Yellow, you bring up a very, very good point. and for other people that are watching and listening. So they call these people Nazis, they call them fascists, they say that Trump's a dictator. Fun fact, under a dictatorship, you wouldn't be able to do this stuff. This is not a dictatorship, friends. Maduro, sitting in that jail in New York, now he killed people that did this. Oh, that's another funny thing, Yellow. I'm glad you're bringing this stuff up, man, because everybody that is complaining about Trump being a dictator are the ones that are saying free Maduro, free Maduro. He's an actual dictator. That's the best part about this. They're all fucking nuts. Excuse my language. So, Yellow, you bring up good points. If you haven't subscribed, join the roundup, man. Absolutely. Oh, Yellow, did you see the clip of where that lady was admitting that she was being paid to be there? Yeah, I seen that earlier. Trump delusion. Jack, welcome, dude. The only thing I said was that Maduro is a true dictator. I think that's the only time I brought Trump up in this conversation at all, actually. Oh, he said Trump delusion. Oh, that's not how you spell delusion. So I'm gonna knock this guy quick. He must have got his education at that Leering Center. I don't know. I'm just saying. I only brought him up once, and I just said that Maduro was the Jack. I love it. We're here to have fun, dude. I'm glad you could LOL at it. Welcome. Not as mean as I look, I promise. Literally, if you can't laugh at some of this shit these days, it's sad. Like, don't fall down that rabbit hole, brothers. Don't do it. Brothers and sisters, nah. Let's just have fun. I've seen the protesters with the costume, the characters like Captain America or Batman. They're saying they wouldn't support the law or the government. Bro, they'd be tripping. Yeah, absolutely. So, monitors in the crowd. So, yes, there are absolutely Fed plants in that crowd. There could not be. Like, they're there paying attention. I have a feeling that it's just going to get more and more busy as the night goes on. Go with the fireworks. Yeah, I wonder if we're going to see anybody throw fireworks in the crowd this time. We did see a lot of that happening during the whole Floyd thing. I don't know who has the energy for this. I can get paid for road and finish. $50 is $50. Like, Yellow, if you haven't subscribed, please do so. You're fucking funny, dude. It is easy to lie. Absolutely. Still set at 2,915. 2,915. I can see them all down here. Oh, I have no idea. What did it say? What did it say? That's weird. I guess some comments are showing up over the top and I just didn't see them. Oh, just one? I have no idea. And that's okay, Yellow. You don't have to like them. Dude, that's the world, man. That's not all I do here. Don't get that. So everybody that's watching right now, I don't do just strictly politics. I love playing video games, man. I'll have conversations. We can talk about whatever the hell you people want to talk about. So, Yellow, you're completely welcome here. Yeah, no, it's... Make that very clear, like it's like what Cap just said. Nobody should like a president 100%. It's not a game like that. Some of the shit he does is dangerous. It scares me, actually. But at the end of the day, I'm not a Democrat either. And independent by definition, that is correct. So I like that. I like to think that I have free thinking. I'm not just going to follow a crowd. So that's why you're more than welcome here, Yellow. Don't feel like we're just Trump. So don't worry about that. Oh, I do hear shit getting shot out. I really haven't. I've been paying attention to what you guys are all saying. And that's exactly it, Yellow. You do get swarmed or whatever else. You went down that road blindly following the crowd. Yeah. And you got a good point. So, and no, you are more than welcome here because I ain't going to swarm you. I may poke a little fun at you once in a while, but we're here to have a little fun. It's not that serious. And Jack, you make a good point. So, yes, I don't trust either side either. And I hate to say it, and it may sound like begging, you guys should hit that subscribe button and get me up there. We're here to have some fun. Right down the middle. See, there it was. Somebody just hit that old button. 2,916. We're getting closer. I don't know why the alert box thing isn't working. I thought I had it working, but whatever. And maybe it's only for this. Maybe it was on something else. I have no idea.
If we don't get hit,
And Yellow, you got a point, man. You like that stuff wouldn't be happening there. People would be literally be disappeared. And she makes a good point there too. Is the government? It should be for the people, and it used to be, very much so. But I think that what the founding fathers had in place is completely twisted to what we have now. I think a lot of our founding fathers, if not all of them, would be rolling in their frickin' graves knowing what's going on in this country. I mean, look at Iran, like you said, is Iran, the leader of Iran is literally offering their people a monthly payout of $7 a month to calm down. $7 frickin' dollars. That's the same thing too. Is you want my point of view? I believe that money and taxes and all that stuff is a means of control. Debt is a means of slavery. Credit cards, whatever it may be, car payments, loans, debt is slavery. So in Yellow, they literally already, so they did that a little bit earlier today at the Whipple building. So I don't know if you know who Jake Lang is. He was one of the J6ers that was pardoned. I don't agree politically all the way with what he has to say, but he was in Dearborn, he was in Texas, and he was talking about the Muslims and this and that. But he was there at the Whipple building today, and it was interesting to watch. It was very interesting. They're making it a show. Yeah, and I don't think the founding fathers get over Hot Pockets either. Like, they'd be like, what the hell? We definitely do live in a twisted society. I think it's technology. It's the, like, yes, it's great. We have the ability to sit here and have a conversation about this stuff as we fly through it. But at the same time, it's dangerous. I feel like we have all this information at our fingertips, yet it's never used for good. We have more knowledge in the palm of our hands now, and it's never used for good. Shit, when we went to the moon, we went with less computing power than what's in my frickin' hand right here. Less computing power. All the white on the $10 million discrimination lawsuit. Now, I'll have to look into that too, because I guess I don't really know much about that one. Topsy-turvy. It's people that are getting into these crowds, guys. Like, they're gonna get animalistic. Is the scary? It scares me. I hope that they're all there for good intentions. Also, another thing that our founding fathers would be like, what the hell is these vape pens? What? So apparently my wife said that Trump just made a post 59 minutes ago or whatever it was, and Donald J. Trump said, please be informed that we will no longer let the American people be ripped off by credit card companies that are charging interest rates of 20 to 30% or even more, which has festered by unimpeded during the sleepy Joe Biden administration. Affordability. Effective January 20th, 2026, I, as President of the United States, am calling for a one-year cap on credit interest rates of 10%. Coincidentally, the January 20th date will coincide with the one-year anniversary of the historic and very successful Trump administration. Thank you for your attention to this matter. Make America great again, Donald J. Trump. So that, I agree. I think the credit card companies have ripped us off for years. It is, Yellow, absolutely. That's why I was saying is credit cards are a debt. They are a straight debt. Like, it makes you a slave. Yeah, window dressing legislation. Yeah, I think a lot of it is pulling away from what we have going on. But if it helps the people, it helps the people, I guess. Cash is definitely king. And as a society, we are totally moving away from a cashless society, or cash, which is also terrifying. But flip us to crypto. I think, I don't know. I don't know how I feel about cryptocurrency, to be honest. I really don't know how to feel about that. And it's not something I know enough about to really even touch on, to be honest. Is that a kid? I'm looking. Are you talking about the one in blue right there? It's either a kid or a very short adult. Did we just see the Lollipop Guild? It's really hard to tell, but I hope there's not kids there. That's kind of jacked up. Bright orange. I'm looking. A mini scuba ski. Because yeah, I don't think that children, like, I get it, they should be, see what's going on in history, whatever else. But right now, this is not the place for it. There's too many factors that are scary and dangerous. And also, if they start impeding ambulance and stuff like that, I do not agree with that as well. Again, yeah, absolutely. It's like taking a kid to a rave. That's, yeah, absolutely. You make good points. You do make good points. Jack. Attacking cops is never a good thing, and they need help. I would be ashamed. Yeah, no, I get that. And Jack, you're still hanging out in the background. I appreciate that, dude. Still welcome. Everybody is literally welcome to say whatever they want here. And that is a good point. Like, I wonder if there's got to be helicopters in the air. With the amount of feds and stuff in the area, there's got to be. What? Sometimes that makes sense. That car was going real quick by these people. I just seen that in the bottom right. Yellow, that's fucking funny right there, dude. Not the Leering Center. Oh, no. Not the Leering Center. There ain't no fraud going on there. And honestly, like, oh, no, that's actually a good pull. I'm gonna do that. Leering at you, leering at me. Oh. There you go. I just started another poll about the fraud. If this one goes on and nobody responds, I'm just going to ask if they got their education at the Leering Center. George Bush. You know the funny thing that I always loved about George Bush, and I do remember him. I was very young when he was president, but I remember seeing a meme where he was always looking like this at the podium. He was always squinty eye, and it said, "Somebody get me a pair of sunglasses." That's a good point, and that's the way it should be. I don't belong right or left. I belong to humanity and Earth. But we are a nation of laws. The Bushisms, yes. The man almost choked on a pretzel. He's a hero. Ladies and gentlemen, we got him. No lie, if there was a quick $15, fuck Trump. Quick, hey man, $15 is $15. Shit's expensive these days. That ain't even a lot of money anymore. I think the last I checked, a pack of cigarettes in the state of Minnesota is over $13 a pack now. I quit smoking a long time ago, and I about hit the fucking floor when I went to a gas station. I looked at that, and I was like, what the hell? They're banging on windows. Yep. Great. I don't recognize the spot. I'm familiar with a lot of Minnesota, but that's a kid in a purple beanie. I missed it. I don't know. Oh, see, they're kicking the frickin' window, too. If one of these assholes breaks... the one fresh made by Target, yeah. What is this building that they're at? I guess I don't recognize it. But yeah, you break that window out. This is what's going to bring down the frickin' National Guard on you morons. And this is the shit that pisses me off. I like how the time is off, too. It says 6:21 p.m. So whoever's doing this is somewhere else. But if they're going to smashing shit and whatever else... Oh, that's... I can't make it out. What the hell does that sign say? I recognize that, but I don't know where the hell that is. Oh, I'm trying to think what the hell that is. Is that Jake Garner? Gonna start taking bets. They're gonna start smashing out windows. It does look like that. I wonder if it's where some of the ICE people are staying. Because I know, like I said, and I don't know if you heard this earlier, Yellow, I do have a close friend of mine that is in Border Patrol that is currently not here, but he's somewhere in the country, and he has actually had people that have been following around them. So, yeah, hotels have been denying people. Yeah. And you would think so, like, I guess, I don't know, but at the end of the day, they can only work so many hours. But we'll see. And these guys, it looks like the door is open. I have a really bad feeling about this. I don't know about you guys, but I actually have a fucking terrible feeling that this is going to turn into the summer of love, into the winter of love. Yeah. So Yellow, I did, and I clipped this. Like, I'm not telling you to go through my YouTube. I don't really care if you stick around, but you're fun to talk to. But I did clip a guy at the earlier that was literally calling for these protesters outside the Whipple building to go down to the local gun store and get some guns and come back. So there are agitators out there that are trying to make this an armed conflict, which is scary as hell. Last I checked, we live in 2026, and that's fucked. So people, if you're flying by and just joining us, we're just watching this right now. I'm a Minnesota native. I know I'm just kind of going through the whole spiel here, but this is my home state, so we're watching some awful shit play out here, which is annoying. So if you want to drop me a like and whatever else. Somebody just subscribed. I heard it pop up. Anyways, so to answer your question, there it is. Mama Tokes, welcome. Mama Tokes 420. So I like it. It's legal in Minnesota. Let's see here what they have to say. And that's not how the Second Amendment works. So I clipped it, and I felt it was my duty that I actually did clip that whole video of this guy screaming for an armed revolution, and I sent it up the chain. So I have some contacts in some places that I sent it to. I got his full-on face and whatever else, so we do not need that kind of deal. Mama Tokes, if you wanna add into the whole conversation, you're more than welcome. Oh, they're in the lobby. They're pushing into the frickin' lobby. Look at this. So this is the shit I'm talking about right here. This is scary. And that's exactly it. It's for the clout. It's for the clicks. It's to say, I was there. I was a part of this. That's exactly what's happening. You have the right to go out and protest. You have that right. But this is fucking criminal. Excuse my language. It's making me angry. Like, if this doesn't piss you off... Because look, there's a guy with something in his hand hitting up against the window. They're on the fucking desk. Well, if you call the police, they ain't coming. Yeah, no shit. I'm not lazy after work. Man, for a little bit of backstory, Yellow, I left my job in the beginning of November because I was so fucking burnt out that I managed to save some money up and whatever else and kind of reflect on myself. So I understand that quote. I don't want to be like, it makes me angry. Yeah, it's starting to get tensiony here. Like, tomorrow is going to be fucking terrible, I think. They should run guys, no people on the side like cough or Kirk cough. So, and that was the thing is when they compared this lady to Charlie Kirk, two different things, two separate situations. And Cap, that could be very well true. At what point do we call this not peaceful? They want to fight. They won't be charged there, and they know it. They're just acting a fool for the fun of it. That's it. Again, it's the animal intent of all these people getting together and fucking off like idiots. Like, this is gonna be the stuff that fucking people are gonna get hurt. Well, they won't be able to disperse this crowd. Like, good luck. Like, you're gonna need some shit. It's so deep in the system of all these people that are fucking doing what they're doing. It's sad. And they're not even hiding it anymore. The leering system, really? Or leering whatever the fuck qualities are in there? Oh, I'm just getting fucking flustered now. Oh. So the one thing that the government may shut these streams down. So if you start seeing issues with these streams, they very well may shut this shit down. But I also remember, so when I was in security, when we were doing the Summer of Love, and one of my things was I was keeping intel on what was going on in these crowds. And I remember, like, these groups who were saying, if you really want to disrupt what's going on, you would get the dispatchers out of the centers and stuff like that. I remember listening to State Patrol over the radio yelling and screaming that people were throwing shit at them. The partner that I had at the time literally had to pull a gun on somebody that was trying to steal their fucking car. Like, it was terrible. Like, that was... I remember standing in the middle of Washington Avenue, which is one of the most busy fucking streets in Minneapolis, in the middle of the day, and nothing. Like, it was crazy. Anyways, Jack, I'm still here. I'm glad you guys are still here, just hanging out and chit-chatting with me. Even though that looks like their stream is getting all fucked up. Do you hear the fucking trumpet in the background? I know Mr. Beast and all his followers, but literally, fucking, I don't remember how old Nick Shirley is. I know he's in his early 20s. He fucking brought down Tim Walz with a cell phone. Come on. Like, he made him stop running for governor. I love it. And Yellow, I am from here, so... Yeah, thank you. I'm sorry, I was paying attention to my phone there. Honestly, thank you. Like, it's National Law Enforcement Appreciation Day too, but again, my wife just said thank you for your service, and I wholeheartedly agree. By the way, we've hit 2,917. So I'm crawling my ass up there. We're crawling. Jack, thank you for your service, dude. I'm glad you're still here hanging out. Like, we may not have full political agreements, but that's the love of the world here, brothers. And Jack, what is 75 whiskey? Because I don't remember what that one is. Oh, it's all Greek to you? Yeah, some of them I remember, but again, I don't have military service. I've got family that did it, whatever else, but yeah. So some of it's kind of hard to pay attention, keep track of what some of those things are. What's 75 whiskey? Somebody fill me in here. Airborne's awesome though. My late uncle who passed away here, 2 years ago now? He was 101st, so. He also did his time in Iraq as a truck driver, actually. So he spent 5 years in Iraq as a contractor. So I have a lot of respect for what you guys do and what you've done. You see that guy standing up at his window right there? Do you think he's looking down on him like, damn it? Cap. So I got another fun story about Minneapolis when it comes to that one. So one of the people that we were involved with was like a public housing division. So I had to go out there and stop and talk to another manager out there. And I think it was like 1 o'clock in the morning on a weekend or whatever. And I had to get gas. So I pulled up to this gas station that was on Broadway. And I'd never been there before. But when I pulled up, it was the sketchiest damn place I'd ever been. I wasn't wearing my duty belt or anything like that. So I pulled my service weapon and I put it in the jack of my pocket. And I went to go put gas in my car. And there was no freaking swiper. I was like, what? There's no swipe to put your card in or whatever else. I was like, fuck. So, yeah, swipe or no swiping. So I walked into this gas station, and there was a nice Indian man that was working behind the counter. And I was like, he was behind bulletproof glass. I was like, do you ever feel the need to carry a weapon in these places? And he's like, no, very safe, very safe. I was like, okay. So I get back in my car, and I go over to the command center where I had to meet with this person. And I was like, hey, I just stopped at the scariest gas station I think I've ever seen. And when I told them where it was, they were like, why did you go to the murder stop? And I was like, the murder stop? So I called another guy that I worked with. I'm like, you're not going to believe what this manager just told me, that I stopped at the murder stop. He's like, why did you go there? Oh, dude. It was bad. It was real bad. I never went back to that gas station. That would be a scary thought. Like, yeah, no, I would not want to have that done. So we're going to start taking bets. Are they going to start breaking windows out here? Half the battle is just paying attention, Cap. And Yellow, I agree with you. Like, I 100% agree with you. They don't think about the other people there. I really am wondering if there's one of the hotels where they're staging ice at. What's with the superhero mask here? They don't know I'm Somali. Ice won't get me. Paid protesters. Rob, thank you for joining us. Absolutely. Like, there are so many paid protesters. Look at this guy smiling, holding his camera like, hell yeah. Yellow, you want me to turn it down a little bit? If it's that loud, I can turn down the volume a little bit. Because I don't know how loud it is on you. I've only got one ear cup in, and it's kind of turned down a little bit. You good? Okay. Just making sure. I care about my viewers. If you're joining us, if you're flipping through, make sure you guys leaving likes and stuff. And we don't bite. We're all talking. Oh, it is the oh, look at that residence right there. Okay. And Rob, if you're still watching, where are you watching from? New York City, well, welcome. I'm actually streaming right from Minnesota, so this is my home state. Yay. Is that person beating a colander? Is that a strainer? And a spoon? The Bronx? I've never been to New York, so are they actually popping off there too? I know Portland's going. I wonder if Portland's going nuts right now too. I'm pretty sure the guys in the yellow vest are the ones that are trying to keep the crowd from smashing out windows and entering. Look at them. They're literally trying to keep them out of the building, and this guy's laughing like it's funny. Now, it looks like he's live streaming on his phone or whatever else. Yellow in Alaska. Nice, dude. Beautiful country. Never been. Love it, though. I wish I could. Beautiful country like country's own. But I didn't call it a country on its own. And my wife thinks I'm a little Tim Walls over here. Yeah, no, the Dalton Highway, I've watched a lot of videos. It would be amazing to go check that place out. But alas, that's expensive, and I don't know if that'll ever happen. Jack's still hiding out in the corner there. Everybody obviously agrees that the fraud is a problem, so we're gonna end that poll. Like, what do you mean by random? Yeah, look at him hitting on the glass. Would I be a paid protester? Oh, hell no. I don't. You can give me $50 is $50, but nah, you ain't gonna catch me in the middle of this bullshit. Like, at first glance, you're probably gonna look at me and think that I am, you know what I am, but I probably wouldn't fit into this crowd. I got a, nice little cross in my hat and all that stuff. Like, I would not fit in here. Oh, are you saying that like a pole? That's awesome. I might use that eventually. That's good. I like that. I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying. The IQ is a dropping. What do the kids say these days? The IQ about 6'7"? I'm just joking. That shit's stupid. And people that voted yes, I'm curious. Like, if you're lingering and saying yes, I want to know why. I do want to know why. Exactly, Jack. I agree with you. Yeah, no, I agree with that. Like, Yellow, I get that, dude. Like, but the moment they start smashing shit, I'm not gonna play with that.
This is now their third hotel that they visit here that they say ICE is staying at, and that's why they're out here trying to make it less pleasant for those staying here.
Oh, I see what they're doing. That makes sense. So the guy that just popped in that's actually doing the live stream, they're just trying to make it as unpleasant as possible for the agents that are staying in this place. Yeah, it's kind of... Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, that's what they're assuming. They're assuming that ICE is staying in these places. I mean, well, you got to remember, these guys can't work 24 hours a day, so they're going in shifts. So, yeah, there's... Okay. Sorry, I'm going to pay attention in a second. That's fucked up. Yellow. Dude, you're funny as hell, man. Let's see. Yeah, the wrong building. It's just some family on vacation that doesn't know what the hell is going on. That would be awful. What? I am going to change the title of this, though. What's up, O? Nice. Nice. We're going to get rid of the Whipple in the title because we're actually not at the Whipple building anymore. Ice go home. I don't think they're saying ice go home. I think they're saying fuck ice, bro. What's being held for review? Weird. Just, you can accept everything, dude. I don't care. Just, wait. Yeah, no, I don't care. Like, there's some sensitivity things I gotta mess with. Just go ahead and, wait, that would be on your side. Yeah, you have the ability to basically hit go ahead, and that's fine. So Yellow, I'm sorry if it's messing with you. Certain trigger words of the block. I wonder if I can change that midstream. Hang on a second. So I'm just going to turn this off. So right now, I'm actually shutting off CloudBot, so we should not have any more interference with that. Because honestly, I don't care. Say what you're going to say. You nerds. And don't listen to that asshole. Spencer, how you doing tonight? It's vertical because I'm on the shorts, so when people are flying through the little shorts on YouTube, that's how I pot up. Hey, you shut up, asshole. And I think it was you. You're such a pain in the ass because I used to do this to you. Worst streamer ever. Well, Spencer, I'm only doing one right now, so it's different if it's on your deal, because I don't know if you're watching on a laptop or whatever else, but it's for the people that are doom scrolling. And now I'm going to text you and call you a douche. Oh, you're trying to watch on your TV. I gotcha. Yeah, no, I'm only doing vertical right now, so I'm just kind of doing the thing. Oh, that's fucking funny right there. I think the only time that I'm going to do like that... no, you're fine, so don't worry about it, dude. Don't be a douche. I don't know how this... Oh, I know where they are right now, actually, within there, but I don't know how this is going to go. It's funny as I'm watching the comments from this other video here, and it's hilarious. Dude, they're banging on windows of everything. Like, I see people in the background, but I don't know exactly what this place is. I can't remember. I've only driven by it. So right now, if you're just popping in, because I know Spencer, you're looking at this, but right now they're trying to protest at some of these hotels. They think that the ICE is staying at, so they can disturb their rest or whatever. The red flag there is I missed what it was. Probably a Chinese communist flag. Yeah, excuse me. I've seen them flying Palestinian flags too. They do know we fought against the commies, the comic book superheroes. Yeah, absolutely. So the scary thing is yes, we spent many years fighting to stop the spread of communism, and it really seems like these younger generations are doing their best to bring communism to this country. I hear a lot of crap about like capitalism and stuff like that, but I don't know. I'm down. Communism right here. It never works. Did I just hear something break? It got very quiet. They definitely failed history class. What is going on? Oh. Hey, at least there are some people that are actually having common sense and telling these people to get out of the fucking building. Hey, that pickup truck that you see right there, these are... Yeah, where is Securitas? I don't know. That pickup truck right there, these are the assholes last night that were chanting that revolution is the only way. Oh good, they're breaking windows. Fucking idiots. "101 How to get an entire group of population to hate your ass." Yeah, that's Minneapolis right now, Spencer. So they're spray painting buildings and they're fucking doing whatever else. Good luck. You need a big velocity perimeter security. I don't know. What they're doing here is awful.
tonight.
Stagecoach approach. I'm trying to gather exactly. So they keep moving around a lot, and I don't recognize the glass building, but I'm trying to figure out where the hell they are right now. But I think it's it's the residence, something residence. Oh, I just missed the street sign. Look at this Carhartt fool. Scuba Steve, damn you! Trying to get a good view of what the hell that sign says. No, he's not related to me, you smartass. Bearded white guys all look the same. That's just racist. It's south. What the hell is that? I cannot make out what the cross streets are. South Washington? I couldn't catch it. Racism brings everyone together. That's fucking awful. That's hilarious. You guys miss Somalia mob together? I ain't mobbing. I'm a little ways north of there. I'm in the land of rocks and cows, according to our governor. Show my life stream. It is what it is. Like, so in my opinion on ICE is that they're there to do a job. People break the law. You come into this country, don't fix your status, you go home. Fix your status, fine. But at the end of the day, when you cross the border without your paperwork, you're a criminal. That's my opinion. At the end of the day, you're committing a crime. Fix your status and do fraud, damn. Hey man, I haven't had a job in 2 months. It's probably a good idea. One's getting deported with 25 years in this country with no status. Yeah, right. Could have fixed it before. Good. What he said. Legal observers, mostly peaceful. Look at that guy in the corner by the sign there on the left. He looked pretty suspicious. Hey, if you're observers and all this stuff, what's with all the helmets and shit? That's their uniform. Hey, we've seen guys walking around with scuba masks on. They're the Scuba Steves. Soft brain cell syndrome. Oh my fucking god, this is hilarious. I love you people. I'm having a good time. Is everybody here having a good time? Provided by Soros. Where are the pile of bricks? Make sure you guys are having fun. Drop me a like. Subscribe, do whatever. We're just having a good time. What about my poll? Oh, a new poll? Oh, I got a good idea. Yellow gave me a good idea. If he's still hanging out in the crowd here. I'm almost to the point where I need old man glasses. This is awful. No, I don't want to ring your bell. I'll turn up my mic. If I'm hard to hear, like, I'll just crank up my volume a little bit. How does that sound? Is my audio coming through okay? Because I know the background's loud and all that stuff. Okay. I turned up my mic a little bit. The big ass gong? Yeah, fuck yeah. I guarantee Spencer is the one that said yes. $20 is $20. Sweet. Just trying to make it, man. You're behind your local Flying J once in a while, eh? Giving them knuckle dusters for nickels there, Spencer? You don't accept change anymore. Do you accept card, credit card? Because we're going cashless. Venmo. Oh, that's fucking funny right there. Well, as the night goes on and progresses, I guarantee that these fuckers are going to do something stupid. Oh, Park Avenue. Look at that. They're on Park Avenue and something. Look at this guy in his car. He's like, I just want to go home. Yeah, they just want to go home. So we got some viewers in the crowd here. What was it? Who was it? What's his name? Will Ferrell. Needs more cowbells. So yellow, Minnesota is open carry. So we do have carry here. It's open carry with a permit. So, and the long gun is really touchy. So we can conceal carry with a permit and we can open carry with a permit. So we pay for our rights here. Their ice rape whistle. Jesus. Limited language censorship. I thought I turned it off, and it might be YouTube itself that does it, so stupid. Absolutely. Like, they do want the drama. This is... It is what it is. More cowbell. Fascist? That's rude. Apparently, Yellow, I just seen your message, and apparently the word rape is censored on here. Just FYI. I tried to show it, but it wouldn't let me.
Holy shit, everybody ran out of medication.
Did you hear that shit? Holy shit, everybody ran out of medication. The guy that's in this video literally said they ran out of medication. There's a Minneapolis police vehicle right there. Hey, MPD is hiring.
Hey, move. Fucking Lions Den. Go. Move.
There you go, the Canopy by Hilton. Fun fact, that used to be one of our clients in the last company I worked for. 4 guys that worked there. Right, great commercial for MPD. Everybody that's lurking in the background, make sure you double tap that screen. We're having fun. The longer we're having fun, the longer I'll stay online. We'll be chit-chatting. I might play some Tarkov later. We'll see. It's getting a little late, though. They should find where the protesters are hiring. Again, Yellow. $20 is $20, dude. Knuckle duster prices are going up. Look at them leaving their little vape clouds in the sky. Maybe. Play Pokemon? I don't own any Pokemon games. The Protester Edition? That seems like a mod that would be fun. Farming Sim? I like how they're waving the justice for whoever fucking, the justice for, what the hell, Renee. Again, it was justified. Justice, justified. Fuck yeah, dude. Tell us a dad joke. Jack, I wholeheartedly agree with you. The midget fortune teller who tells escape from prison. Small at medium at large. That is a dad joke. And Jack, that's the way it is. You get a lawful order. Just do what they're asking. You don't get shot. Like, come on. Oh, there goes MPD. Oh, they're throwing shit at MPD. Nice. Fucking fools. Hey, there's an American flag, but it's flying upside down. Somebody with a guitar. Literally brought out the bongo drums. Who caught that? Who's seen the bongo drums? You know what their excuse for not stopping for ICE? It's, I don't know what they're gonna do to me. They're cops. It's federal law enforcement. They're not gonna fucking hurt you. They're doing their jobs. I am still here, but I'm going to shut my camera off for a minute because I'm going to shove some food in my mouth hole. You like that? Disappearing act. Woo! Yes, my mouth hole. And yellow, yeah, we're not in Venezuela. You know who? Hey, you know who's also not in Venezuela? Maduro and his wife. Content infringement. I don't give a shit. I don't make money on this. I can say whatever I want. Unless you want my Cash App, I can give you my Cash App. You can send me $20. Yeah, I wonder why, Jack. I don't know. Holy shit, are they giving away free shirts? I want a sweatshirt. I might take a little drive in Minneapolis, get myself a nice sweatshirt. Mail me the physical card. No. I don't think Cash App has a physical card, but you can use it. Oh, great, Spencer. You're just there for the free $20 and a t-shirt. Look at these fucking idiots. Oh shit, they're gonna throw them in the vans. I waited for this. Throw them in the van. Yeah, I did see that, Yellow. He was a smart guy for recording it. Hey, these crowds just want to tell them Happy Law Enforcement Day. Snoop, Snoop. Yeah, I guess. The fucking guy's honking the horn like, let me go home! I'd be so fucking pissed off if I was leaving for work. Or leaving to go home. Well, at least it's a balmy 29 degrees out there. Yeah, they come. They actually come. Snoop Diggity Dog. Wasn't he called Snoop Lion for a while too? I wonder if he still smokes a bunch of pot. Because we know that Willie Nelson doesn't smoke pot anymore. He just eats it. So Yellow, the thing though is like BLM, you gotta remember, they all got caught stealing a bunch of money and shit though. Like they weren't for the people. Interesting. Woo! Yeah, well, I get what you're saying. At the end of the day, every life really does matter, kind of. This cop is like, leave me the fuck alone, guys. I just want to do my thing. Jack, there's nothing wrong with that, brother. Nothing wrong at all. Oh, it's a sheriff's vehicle. Why are you touching the car, bro? Yeah, it's just a normal police officer beating on his fucking car. It's a deputy. Spreading hate does not work. I may talk a lot of shit at the end of the day. We're all brothers and sisters in Christ. Yeah, they're whipping shit at these cops. hell does this work? Okay.
They can control it though. I was worried you were gonna get hit by the train. No, I saw it. Are you allowed to shoot the train?
Yep.
Yeah, I was sweating.
Yeah, I'm not doing it. Excuse me. Damn it. Oh my God. Sidetracked. So when I'm done here, Spencer, are you still watching? Oh, you are. Just farming, watching Dumbos. Are you gonna be up for a bit? I'm gonna call you after I'm done. I got a question for you. All right. It'll be a little bit. I'm going to run this. I'm still kind of eating and watching this chat. So anytime you see come down lower 48 and need help, I got you, brother. Jack. Nice. So we've already started our little roundup. So this is the Cowboy Jamboree, the little roundup. You like that? You have no idea how many times I've driven those streets and worked in those cities, and it was never like that. It actually kind of makes me sad. You want to know the truth. Stamping your feet also works, Cap. I'm actually having a lot of fun. I'm glad you guys are hanging out with me out here. We've been live for about 3 hours, and it's just been a good time. I appreciate you all. Went to my protest and froze my balls off. Never again. Spencer, you never have fun. Shut the fuck up. Excuse my language. No, dude. You guys are... I'm just here. You're entertaining me, man. We're all in this together. Now that I'm done shoving foods in my food hole, boom, there I am. Look at that. You're a wizard, motherfucker. I didn't have pudding. I actually had lasagna and a garlic knot. It was pretty good. It wasn't too bad. I'll be getting a call from YouTube in the morning. Thanks. Oh, no. Why was every death of a president only Republicans? Kind of funny. What do you mean?
protest.
I guess it turns out my Mima is watching. My grandma. So mine's your P's and Q's. Spencer, don't give knuckle busters for nickels. Kennedy was a Democrat. Yeah. No, Kennedy was a Democrat. Yeah, JFK. So from my understanding, Jack, the National Guard is federalized if they're under, it's Spencer, you are correct. So they are not under federal orders unless they are deployed by the President of the United States into a war zone. If I'm correct, I could be wrong. See, they can have federal orders. Okay, so I'm not mistaken. Oh, yeah, the president used them on the border. Okay. So, in Cap, there are militias on that southern border. They're running around. Yeah, it's all right, Cap. We're all a little wallsy once in a while. Don't worry about it, dude. I'm pretty sure I just heard the word pedophile in the background. I wonder if they're talking about Mr. Sleepy Joe. I seen somebody left another like. Thank you. And don't worry, Cap, I fat finger too. So, fun fact is my chats, the older I get on my phone, the more zoomed in they are. My wife's seen my phone once and she's like, how in the fuck? Every year it gets a little bit bigger. Shut up. It's not an 80% zoom. In the name National Guard, absolutely, Jack. I wonder how many of these people went to the Leering Center. I'm also going to shut my video off for a second because I have something in my tooth and I don't want you to see me getting it. Boop. That's too much work. You're gonna watch me fucking lean up and do that? No. Don't worry, we got it. I'm back. Zoom away. Zoom away. Let's see if my grandma figured out. She was trying to share it with somebody that was in Iraq with my uncle. So I wonder if she figured it out.
Much love to Minneapolis. What happened with you guys in the right here? I'm so sorry.
Yes! Oh. Oh, no. No, I don't know how that crown works. Honestly, I don't know how that works, Jack. I think it's just... Oh, it's whoever comments the most. So it's who's going back and forth. So Cap has been chatting away, and my wife's there too. So I think that's how that works. But I guess I'm not 100% sure. How much you want to bet that one no was Spencer? Nah, Cap, you're more than welcome to keep talking, dude. Jack fell down and lost his crown. Spencer, keep farming. Shut up. Spencer probably did vote yes. Yeah, I think it is the frequency of everything too. I agree. However, fun fact, we're up to 2,918. So thank you guys for dropping in, and apparently 2,918 people thought I'm funny enough to actually hit subscribe on. I appreciate that, everybody. We're having fun. I'm not gonna. It takes a lot of messing around to do that stuff. What are you wowing for? I am cool. You should have let them. I don't want to. No. I'm not going to look like a grazing cow over here. Thank you. Return of the hair fiber and caught it. Yeah, maybe. I can't hear a word this lady's saying. I don't know why anybody thinks she can hear. Are these people cold yet? That's my question. Weston, what up, dude? Welcome to the Stream Central. We've been following what's going on in Minneapolis pretty closely. I got a bunch of people in here, and don't mind these clowns in my chat. We're just having fun. How are you doing tonight? Yeah, Weston, we're getting into it, man. We're figuring this out slowly. So I'm very new to messing around with this. I'm actually streaming right from a webcam on my computer, so I figured out how to do the verticals and all that jazz. So I'm glad you stopped in to say hello. I'm looking forward. We need to talk about doing that collab stream. That'll be fun. I can do that. So there's a lot that goes into it. Like OBS is kind of a complicated system to use, but once you figure it out, you can do some kind of cool stuff with it. Plus, you get better audio quality and stuff because it's going to sound goofy. I'm going to show you. So one of these guys right here, I think you use your cell phone quite a bit, is, I don't know if you can see it, this was $50. Plugs into my computer, and the audio quality is amazing. So I'm glad you could join us. I'm just having fun with some guys on here, and we're just kind of poking fun at some of these clowns freezing their asses off. Like, I respect their positions, kind of, but they're smashing windows and all sorts of stuff. The Weston, there's always a lot to learn. Like, again, it took me a lot of fiddling around to fix this stuff and figure out how to work. So, and I'm not the best at it yet, but I've got like alert boxes and stuff like that. So when people subscribe, it should pop up in there. It should show you their name and all that jazz. I don't know if it's working, but it should be. I guess I don't know. Plus, I get the little chat that pops up there. So that's the fun thing about OBS. So right now, I've got it on YouTube, and people are doing it all for me. Like, I don't know these people, but I live stream it, and then I basically take their clip and I put it into this deal here. So it's pretty good. Yeah, no, it's live feed, so it's right now it's somebody else that's doing this. So it's free use, free domain. I don't make anything off of this, so I'm basically pulling other people's feeds. Technology. See, we're gonna get you above low tech. Vertical is so, and Spencer's actually a friend of mine, but vertical is it's better to reach people when they're flying through it. But with this, I do have the ability to stream both vertically and widescreen, like horizontally. Spencer, you shut up. Yeah, pots and pans used by the commies. Yeah, Technologica. And Brittany is my wife, so Weston, you could say hi to her if you're still here. Exactly. We're all friends here. I mean, a few of these guys that are popping in, like my other moderator, Cap, he's just a guy that popped in. There's a guy, Yellow, that's been popping in and out, and there's a lot of people that don't fully agree with what I have to say, but it's fun. And Spencer, it's not stealing content, it's free domain. Or put it in the world, they ain't making money on it. It is stealing if they believe in communism, correct. So yeah, Weston, with about $100, I managed to do all this with kind of an expensive deal. The software that I'm using is called OBS. It's actually free. So there's a lot of videos on it. A lot of streamers actually use it. So shut up, Spencer. So you've got the ability to put in Streamlabs, which is like if you hit subscribe, it should alert. And if it doesn't, I have to fix that. I don't know how. But it should throw alerts. It throws a chat up there, the whole 9 yards. So when this goes back and replays, like if it saves and uploads, everybody will be able to still see these chats. Because the first one I did, I looked like an idiot just talking to myself. So yeah, OBS. Just look up OBS. It's kind of complicated, but yeah, I'm using it for engagement, pretty much, yeah. Wait, Cowboy's other account. Wait, what? This is the only account I have. Shut up, Spencer. But yeah, Weston, Minneapolis is popping off. Like I watched the Whipple building all day, and they built a fence around that place, and right now they're going from basically hotel to hotel, trying to disturb ICE while they're sleeping and whatever else. Yeah, it's pretty ridiculous what's going on. Why are we talking about how far I zoom my phone in? You know what, Spencer? Just shh. And right now we are at, what is my sub count? Hold on, we're gonna figure this out quick. I am currently sitting at 2,919 subscribers. Well, here's the thing, Weston. I may have you beat in sub count, but you got me beat for the partner thing. That's you actually absolutely had it right with the live streams, because it does add a lot and it multiplies by how many people are watching. I've never managed to make a dime off of YouTube. I've been on YouTube for a long time. My channel has like, I'd like to say 700,000 views, maybe a little bit more, but yeah. I would love to do this. Like this is a lot of fun. I love interacting with people, and it is a good time. I play a lot of video games on here and do stuff like that, so it is fun. I love talking to people about stuff, that's for sure. And currently we've been live for, I think I've been live for 3 hours, so. And there's another one. So we could figure that out. So Weston, we'll have to figure out how that works. But if there's something major going on, yeah, we should be able to basically invite me as a cooperator for a stream. And I think it should split us up, or I will have to figure out how that works. So I'm not 100% sure because I've never done that, but we'll get it figured out. Damn, that guy's drumming away. He's beating that drum like it owes him money. Mr. Buffalo, how are you doing today? New poll time? Well, I think that he definitely voted yes. I think Buffalo voted yes for that. I don't think I'm going to do another poll. It was just fun to mess with. Doug Peggett down there. Yeah, I haven't recognized anybody, but I do recognize all the areas that they're messing around in. So it's a lot of places that I've worked. I'm sure glad that I'm not there right now. I'm streaming from the comfort of my couch. Yep. So, and that's so you can do that through even through the vertical on your phone, I think. I have to play around and kind of mess with that. So right now I've got this full screened up in my background, so I'm watching what you guys are watching, but I have my chat popped out in another window, and that's where it gives me the ability to create polls. I can do stuff like that. So it's not, I can't do a whole lot from here. Like I can do, you know, simple things like emojis and stuff like that, but Weston, I would not suggest that. Look what's going on right now. I would not highly suggest that. And you can see that guy in the background of that window right there. He's in a very defensive posture. So this is getting kind of goofy. I know it was a joke, Weston. I got you. Yeah, I wouldn't, you know, as much as, so during the first Summer of Love, it's just as a little bit of background because it's the first time you've actually heard me speak. I did work for a major security company during that time. I worked in the cities as it burned. I remember watching that stuff. I was a part of this. I'm really sad that I don't do that now. I would love to do it again, but it scares me. That's exactly it. So, Weston, if you take a look, and I'm not telling you you don't have to go through my channel, so I sent you that clip of that guy. You already seen it, but calling to get guns and stuff, that scares me. That is not how this should be handled. I joke around a lot, and I tell a lot of jokes to the guys that are following me on here, but it's not good. I don't want any violence. I don't agree with any political shit like that, and it scares me. I may make jokes or whatever else, but it does scare me. Because you could tell that guy right there with the hat and the American flag, you could tell that guy right there is just irritated as hell. Agitators, yep. Actually, yes. So there was a clip of that earlier at one of these protests that that actually said that. They were like, don't you have a job? And some lady actually said that she's getting paid right now. I don't know if it was a joke or what. And then, Weston, did you see the body cam or that cell phone cam that they released? It was justified. Well, the thing is, they're acting like pack animals at this point. Is when you get everybody together like this, it doesn't take much to start sparking stuff off. It takes just a very few. Pack mentality. I'm probably going to end it here at about 10 o'clock just because I'm going to hang out and spend some time with my wife, but grew up in Minneapolis, do not live there anymore, moved west in 2002. I'm jealous. I wish I could leave here. I love Minnesota and everything else, but this is awful. Like, the fact that in the last few years we've been the hotbed of this bullshit several times, and what's going on with Tim Walz and what's going on there, it's awful. It's straight awful. So everybody that's still listening right here, the guy that I'm chatting with here, the Gold Standard Show, make sure you go over and subscribe to him too. So we're gonna be trying to do a collaborator on do some collaboration streams and kind of mess around because we follow the same interests and stuff like that. You were in Minnesota last summer, yeah. Minnesota's beautiful. Like it is absolutely beautiful here. Yeah, from Georgia, yeah. But yeah, you guys pop over there. He goes live and goes vertical and whatever else too, and he talks a lot about some pretty important things. So it's going to be a lot of fun. Oh, you're good, man. You're very welcome. I'll give the shout out, just like Chubby Buffalo, who's hiding in there. He's going to be doing some video game stuff if you guys want to go over and subscribe to him too, if you like watching that kind of stuff. Yeah, once you get out of the cities, it is beautiful. So I'm north of the cities. Like I've commuted into work there, but yeah. Apple Valley, Burnsville. Yep, I've worked in that area. So, and like I said, I worked as a manager for a major security company. So everything south of Highway 95 in North Branch to the Iowa border, to the South Dakota border, and all the way to Chippewa Falls was my area. So I actually drove that whole area all the time. Yep, I've got a big background. I've done a lot of things. Hey, Spencer, Tennessee is beautiful. You used to go to the Smoky Mountains all the time, so you be quiet. North Dakota's flat and boring. But it's a haven. A lot of people are going there from here. Bay Lake near Crosby. Where is Crosby? Up near where we go? So my wife's family actually has land up in Mountain Iron. So we go up there a couple times a summer. So we go camping. So we're up there the weekend before or after the 4th. I can't remember. It's after the 4th, right? So we're up there. We have a big old party the weekend after the 4th of July with a lot of family. So Mountain Iron, Virginia. The Iron Range, yep. Yeah, they're blowing fucking, excuse my language, they're blowing vape smoke in their face. That's awful. Paul Blart, hold the line. The Lonesome Pine, never been there, but that's awesome. I forgot, yeah, you do music. I know I checked out your Spotify too. The only time I've ever sang in public is my wife has got video of it, but I did sing at my wedding. Yep, south of Brainerd. No, that's awesome. Oh, did you catch that? She literally just spit in that fucking guy's face. Wow. Look at him. He's pissed. That's disgusting. That is assault. I don't care if that's a woman or not. That is assault. That is absolutely disgusting. There is no need for that. Yeah, she spit basically in his mouth. So what's going on, Weston, is this crowd is going from hotel to hotel trying to find where ICE is staying to disturb them, and these guys look like they're private security. So they work for Garda, they work for Securitas, they work for whoever. They're trying to keep them from entering the presence. Computer is just doing some weird stuff all of a sudden. Weston, I wish I knew. I wish I could tell you, buddy. I wish I could tell you. There ain't no Minnesota nice here anymore. Yeah, you get away from the cities, absolutely. But according to Tim Walz and Chubby Buffalo agree with me, according to our fabulous governor, we are nothing but sticks and rocks up here, or rocks and cows or some shit. So, and I'll share you guys one story here too. So a long time ago when I was a manager at that security company, we had a contract for the Crown Plaza Hotel in downtown Minneapolis. I had a guy that I actually considered a friend of mine that was working there. He was a gentle giant, but this guy, if you pissed him off, it looked like he could hurt you. He called me and had to go to the hospital. He said somebody choked him out while he was guarding the bar or whatever it was. And I asked him if he defended himself, and he said, I didn't know that I could. I said, if somebody grabbed you by the throat or you do whatever else, you beat the hell out of that person. Always defend yourself. What? Oh. So, and they're clamoring this no justice, no peace. It was already justifiable. You cannot decline, like you cannot deny these videos. They're from every single angle, and he did get hit by that damn car. Does she deserve to die? No. But what happened happened. She put herself in that position. She was not innocent. So yes, Cap, that is assault. You spit on, so like if you spit on somebody in uniform like a cop or whatever, it's not good. So it should be no different for any other private citizen. But every time they hover over, it looks like that guy's wearing something on his right hip. And I can't tell what it is. Cap, yeah. I've already stayed past a little bit of time that I said I was going to, but now that this just happened, this is why I'm paying attention to what the hell's going on. That's exactly minute by minute on the ground from my comfy couch, so I'm not freezing my butt off with these clowns. I think that guy in the hat there deserves a little bit of a vacation after this. Oh, did we just lose the feed? Oh. Yeah, we'll give it a couple more minutes, and then we're going to watch some Stranger Things. We're almost done with it. Battery in Minnesota. It could be. I've never looked up the law, so I don't know. Why would they let you in? So yeah, West, I'm looking forward. We can collab and we can do some stuff, and I think that's how small channels like this should grow. Is people that align in their thoughts and their feelings, and I'll say it. I'm a big Christian. I may say some stuff and you know, whatever else, and may not act too Christianly once in a while. But Jesus Christ is my Lord and Savior, and I do not agree with what's going on here. Amen. The guy with the bullhorn right next to my ear, that would probably piss me off a little bit. That is clout. That is straight. What you see they're doing there, they are there for clout, and they look young. So when you ever hear that statement, where were their parents? Here you go. Exactly. And how much you want to bet they're just wasting their time? They're like... I don't know. It's if it was me, if I was in the position of ICE or whatever else, I'd probably stay 40 minutes away from the Twin Cities. I would commute. And Cap, taser. Excellent. How are you, Henry? It's a joke from a video game. It's probably using it. They're probably not. Who the frick knows? They're probably just these people are just acting like clowns. That's all that's going on here, Weston. Is these people are the pack mentality clowns. They probably don't give two shits about what's actually going on. And hey, I got a gas mask that looks exactly like that, and a tote here. It's the federal government. They probably rented a house. Well, Cap, I think they're going to need more than one house. I think right now is we got a lot of people here. I think, oh shit, what's going on here? You hear that? They're going to kill us. They ain't going to kill you. They're breaking into the building right now is what's happening. And we're losing feeds again. So we got one. Oh, we got one feed that's still going. No, the police won't respond. You are absolutely correct. So, and what could happen here too is the government does have the ability to hit a little switch and they can make your internet go away. So, okay, so the other feed that we're seeing here is Portland, Oregon, but it's dead. So it looks like the feeds might be dead, so this might be a good time for me to actually end. And I think we got, one episode of Stranger Things left? So I think we're going to watch the series finale of Stranger Things. So I think that's it. I think the feed is dead. Oh shit. Okay, Portland's back up, but... So I don't know if you've seen this, Weston. Portland's been popping off too because those two guys canceled Netflix. It's so sad we live in the streaming world. I've got so many streaming services, it's stupid. All right, Cap, you have a good night too. So I'm gonna pause this or shut this down here. Oh, what is going on? My computer did not like that. Yeah, their feeds keep popping in and out. So I'm just gonna close the windows and go to black. And thank you guys. Thank you everybody that's been popping in. And Mr. Weston, we'll talk. And thank you for popping in. So you're welcome here at any time. I don't know what that's playing in the background now because I closed it, but whatever. So thanks, guys. Everybody have a good night. God bless.